What's poppin', boys? You see the thumbnail? You see the thumbnail? What we think? What we think? All right, I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna say it now, and I'm gonna say it again once we get the whole thing going. But Jamahal Hill did nothing wrong, boys. Jamahal Hill did nothing wrong. All right. Now I know a lot of you guys are not gonna be on my side with that, but I'm confident by the time I'm done sharing my take with you, you will be. How about that? By the time I'm done with this take, you boys will be on my side. I guarantee it. Can almost guarantee it. And to quote the great Young Dolph, don't play with me, play with yo bitch. All right? Don't play with me, play with yo bitch. Shout out Young Dolph, R.I.P. I got you, Miata boy. And to quote the great Young Dolph, don't play with me. Shit's echoing, my bad. I just fixed the echo. My bad. I keep forgetting to do that ahead of time. Miata boy saying, Diddy at Castro, Jacob, we got something to react to. It's a bit long to pause. Okay, what is it, Miata boy? What you got for us? We do have 3 big topics on the day. We got this one, Jamahal Hill telling all about Joanna, her response and all that bullshit. And we're going to go back. Now that we got the power of hindsight, right, with what Jamal revealed, now we can go back and break apart Joanna's response video where we thought she didn't really reveal very much info. But now I know what she's talking about. So we're going to go back and look at that. We're going to look at Joaquin Buckley's reaction to this whole thing. Fucking hilarious. And then, Joaquin also called out Shavkat Rakhmonov again today. So we're going to react to that as well. Merab Dvalishvili guaranteed a title shot when he returns. Perfect. Shout out to Morab. And, oh yeah, last but not least, we got the face-to-face with Andrew Tate and Chase Demoor. So we got to watch that and react to that as well. But shout out to everybody watching, all the returning viewers. Like the stream. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. But also like the stream. Go ahead and like that shit right now before I get started. Okay? Now, Jamahal Hill dropped a 27-minute video breaking down the whole thing. I mean, shit, we're going back to 2023 in this video, okay? Long story short, Jamahal Hill shot his shot at Joanna. Shit, my man got horrible taste, but that's just a side note. Okay, that's just a side note. My man got horrible fucking taste. Anyway. Fucking Prime's ridiculous comment about Joaquin Buckley just fucking distracted the fuck out of me. How dare you, Prime? How fucking dare you say that about Joaquin? Anyway, give me a second to regather myself. Oh yeah, he shot his shot at Joanna. He got terrible taste. And, it turns out he got a girlfriend, right? So you want a big mad about the whole thing. So we're going to break this all down. I want you boys to also react while I'm reacting to it. So drop it in the chat whenever you feel. And let me see. Should I pull up something from Instagram real quick to give it a little bit of context? Maybe I'll give you a little bit of context before you watch the whole video. So here's the context. Jamahal Hill explains why he told Joanna Jedrejczyk he'd knock her the fuck out. She said, "I should have smashed your girl's head in. Go over and smash your head in too." Ridiculous. Fucking ridiculous that she's talking like that. Okay? Now, am I for hitting women? Am I for abusing women? No, I'm not for abusing women. Okay? But I don't think women should be exploiting that and coming up to a man talking to him like this, right? "I should have smashed your girl's head in. Go over and smash your head in too." Okay, that's fucking wild. That's out of pocket. If a guy can't hit a woman, then a woman shouldn't be encouraging this shit either. Listen, I got a mother. Okay, so I'm trying to maneuver this carefully because she watches this shit. But listen, if my mom came back and told me this whole story that Jamahal just revealed, I would be like, "Mom, why the fuck would you talk to him like that?" Right? I wouldn't say that she deserved it, but I would be like, "Mom, why would you talk to him like that?" Right? Because I don't think that's right either. And before I get into this whole thing, I want to give you guys something to kind of consider while I'm reacting to it. Okay? Women, they stick with women. They defend the fuck out of themselves constantly. They are never on our side. Okay? You can call it sexist, call it whatever the fuck you want to call it, but this is my opinion. Women are always on their side. They're always big up in each other. Okay? Men, I think, should do the same too. We got to stick up for men out there. We got to stick up for men in certain situations, and I think this is one of them. Now, I also think that everybody hates the fuck out of Jamahal Hill, just like on the same level of a Dylan Dennis type thing, right? And nobody wants to back him up because they don't like him. Well, listen, I'm going to back up Jamahal Hill right now, and I'm going to be on an island if I have to. Okay, because like I said, men should stick up for men too. Okay, we got a bunch of dudes sticking up for Joanna, right? Sticking up for a female. And at the end of the day, bro, all the females are going to stick up for her too. So, like, who's ever going to stick up for the men out there? I think we should start sticking up for our own a little bit more. But I get it. A lot of people don't like Jamahal, right? They don't like Jamahal. So they're instantly going to chalk it up as an L for him because they don't want to give him a dub. I'll get more into it as we go on here. But let me read more of the caption. Jamahal Hill revealed his viral altercation with Joanna Jedrejczyk at UFC 323, where he threatened to knock her out, stems from him shooting a shot at her during UFC 295 fight week in 2023, while he was in a relationship with his current girlfriend, and even posted screenshots of their DMs as proof. Hill also stated his girl did not attend UFC 323 with him. "This is the funniest beef ever. Shout out Jamahal for providing all the receipts." All right. Jimmy Jam saying, "Oh dear." HT Good Day J, you boys are going to have to sit tight. All right, sit tight and hear what I got to say about this. Without further ado, let's watch the 27-minute video. I will pause it to react when necessary. Then, like I said, we're going to go back, listen to Joanna's statement, listen to Jamal's girl's statement, listen to Joaquin Buckley's reaction, and then we'll also recap by watching the leaked video of their altercation. Okay? M-Gal, what up, M-Gal? We got a good show today, boys. We got a good show today. Prime, man versus woman, are we for real? Listen, man, I am for real. I'm for real. But you got to stick through and listen to my points here, because obviously I can't just spew it out in like 2 minutes. I just gave you guys the cliff notes. Now we're going to dive into it. But listen, it's like this, right? Man versus woman, are we for real? Listen, if you're going to give women the courtesy, which is the side I'm on, saying like, look, you shouldn't hit women, right? That's not right. Well, then a woman should also not take advantage of the fact that men don't want to hit a woman. Okay, because that's what Joanna did. She took advantage of the fact that men shouldn't hit women, that he probably doesn't want to hit a woman, and she's taking advantage of that, getting up in his face and fucking saying she's going to bash his and his girl's head in. And another preface, okay? Another preface. Joanna Jedrejczyk is a bully at heart. If you've been watching the sport long enough, you know that. You know that she used to bully her opponents badly. And there was one opponent in particular that she really bullied badly. I need to look up her name right now. If anyone knows the opponent that Joanna bullied badly, let me know. And yeah, when a woman goes ahead and crosses the line too, talking about she's going to bash his head in, well then a lot goes out the window. A lot goes out the window. We're not going to keep our same standard when you're doing shit like that, Joanna. That's just my opinion. You guys can hate me for it, but like I said, I think you should listen to it all the way through, and then we can discuss it. That's right. Joanna Jedrejczyk bullied the fuck out of Claudia Gadelha. You guys remember that, right? Joanna bullied the fuck out of Claudia. Okay, so her character came back out again. When she was doing that shit to Jamal, we've seen that before from her. Okay, this ain't nothing new. Now, you're allowed to bully your opponents, but I'm just saying, Joanna's a fucking bully. Alright, without further ado, let's start listening to it. Let's start fucking reacting to it. Eli, a woman doesn't speak like that. Facts, bro. And listen, I want to say one more thing before we even get started. Because I think people can just twist this up so much. And yes, I'm rocking the wife beater because we're talking about this fucking topic. How fucking gold is that? Anyway, I want to say this. Am I saying that if I, like my girlfriend, if she were to hit me or something like that, does that give me a right to hit her back? No. No, it doesn't. That's somebody that I love. But this is something different, right? This is Joanna. She's not connected to Jamal at all. So she's not going to get the same pass. Does that make sense to you guys? I don't want anybody to think that I would hurt somebody that's close to me, that I care about, if she talks shit to me. That's not what I'm trying to say. Shit, I would even probably take a hit from a woman who I care about. I would probably take a hit from a woman who I care about and just fucking take it right on the chin and not do shit about it. Because I care about her. Okay? But like I'm saying, Joanna, he don't give a fuck about Joanna. Joanna ain't his girl. You don't get the same fucking pass, bro. You do not get the same fucking pass. So, without further ado, now that I kind of cleared that up too, now we can get started on this. Dylan saying, can we get Labubu guy's opinion on this? Shit, you already know what his opinion is on this shit. He be, hey, like I just said, right? He be beating the girl that he loves. He be beating the girl that he loves. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys right now. I wouldn't do something like that. I'd probably take it on the chin. If the girl I love were to hit me or something like that, I'll take it on the chin. I ain't hitting you. Okay? But again, understand the context here. Joanna ain't shit to Jamal. Okay? Mama Cassia would chin the fuck out of Jacob, and I wouldn't do shit about it. And I wouldn't do shit about it. I would take that shit on the chin. Okay? Just so we know. Shout out to fucking... I ain't gonna shout her out. But, we're about to get started here, but, Jimmy Jam James says, yeah, Joanna is a mean girl, but you can't hit dumb girls for being insane and annoying. They aren't that big of a threat that you have to punch them. And Jamal didn't punch her, did he, James? Did he? So let's not move the goalpost. Jamahal Hill didn't punch her. He simply threatened her back verbally the way that she verbally threatened him. So are we going to say that she hit Jamal? Right? Are we going to say that she hit Jamal? She told Jamal she's going to bash his head in, right? Nobody's talking about how she hit Jamal. So nobody should be talking about how Jamal hit her because, number one, he didn't. And second of all, he only matched the energy. The same shit she said to him, he said right back to her. He said it right back to her. Okay, but like I said again, everybody hates fucking Jamal, right? On the same level of a Dylan Dennis. So everybody gonna instantly go against him. So this is where I come in. We got to break this shit down. James says, you wouldn't hit a girl though, parry punch. If you hit a girl, her boy would be after you and you can't fight. So, James, that's your fucking opinion, James. But I tell you right now, most dudes who come across me, I think would say something different. All right, James? I don't feel that way when I'm walking around out in the wild. I don't feel like most guys can take me when I'm walking around out in the wild. All right, James? So you capping on that shit. What up, Chris? What up, Dylan? What up, Miata Boy? What did Miata Boy have to say? Oh, I already read me all the boys. Saint Fine has, Jamal is going to beat up a featherweight woman. That is crazy. No, we can't twist it, boys. Jamal going to beat up a featherweight woman. That the woman said she's going to bash his head in and his girl's head in. He said, if you touch my girl, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong. Okay? And how about Joanna going to beat him up? She threatened it first. Like I said, bro, if men shouldn't be hitting women, then women should never go ahead and insinuate or start violence at all. They shouldn't. Let's go ahead and continue this now, or get this thing started. We've debated long enough. What up, CP? What up, Eli? You know, what up, Sag? Said what up to MGal, HT, what up, homie, Prime, everybody, right? Everybody. Except Prime and his disrespect, but that's okay. I still love Prime anyway. And for the record, boys, just a little heads up. I did talk to Joaquin today. Okay? I did talk to Joaquin today. We're going to get an interview scheduled soon. That's all I can say. But he's ready. That's what I can say, boys. Joaquin is ready for the interview. Okay? So get ready. Look out for it. I'm going to keep you guys updated on that. True silence. Joanna ain't pretty enough to be acting like that. Fuck no. Fuck no. And here's another thing for you boys. Since everybody wants to Jimmy Jam Joanna is very nice looking. Damn, bro. You got terrible taste, James. James, you got terrible taste if that's the case. Because she a fucking grenade. She like a 4. Joanna like a 3 to a 4. Okay? She ain't even a 5, bro. She a 3 to a 4. This is the other thing though, because everybody wants to talk shit. Everybody loves going after Jamal, right? Because he a man, he threatened a woman. Okay, well then how about a fucking trained professional fighter as a female, a former world champion in the UFC, threatening to bash a innocent civilian's head in the form of a woman? What the fuck we talking about? Why don't you guys get on Joanna's ass? She threatened a normal civilian to beat her ass. A normal civilian. That she's gonna bash her head in. Nobody wants to point that out though, right? Nobody wants to point that out though. That Joanna, a trained professional fighter, a former world champion, is saying, oh, I'm gonna bash this girl's head in. This fucking civilian? A civilian. Okay. Alright, boys. Let's get into it now. Prime agreeing with Dylan. These goofy ass people in the chat simping. James simping hard. James likes grenades, but that's okay. Sag, I think the people defending Joanna are just Hill haters. That's why I had to say it. I noticed it. I've been seeing all of it. So it had to be said. I'm going to say the quiet part out loud. How about that, boys? And ready to defend Jamahal Hill, even though I think he's mediocre. I agree with what you're saying. Okay, thank you. Well, then let's get started, everyone, shall we? This is going to be the full breakdown. Ain't nobody really doing the full breakdown yet. I already looked online. This is going to be the full breakdown, the first full breakdown, all right?
Now, see, this right here is a problem. This is one of the main problems inside. There are really women that are really threatened, that are really victims, that really go through things, that aren't going out there challenging men, going in men's faces to try to challenge them to fight or trying to threaten their loved ones and things like that. And you would try to use that umbrella to try to.
Shout out to all the boys using that umbrella to try to bash Jamahal Hill. Shout out to all the boys trying to use that umbrella to bash Jamahal Hill. But listen, there are real women who go through shit. All right? And Joanna Jedrejczyk started this whole thing. Why? Because she thought she was safe. She thought she could go up to a man, say whatever the fuck she wants to say to him, threaten him, threaten his girl, and guess what? He can't do anything about it because he's a guy? Come on, bro. Come on, man. You guys got to see through the bullshit sometimes. And not let your hate for Jamahal Hill cloud that. Let's get started. Shout out to Sag.
What's going on, fight fans, fight world? Man, it's been a long day. Rather than doing fight reactions over the amazing card we had this week, there's another issue at hand that I must address. I would have addressed this earlier. Been busy all day. I've been moving into my new home, Got a new home, been busy with that all day, and we got this whole little thing or whatever going on online. As many people have seen, they've seen the video of the altercation between Joanna Jedrejczyk and myself. I've now seen response videos, her response video, which we'll go over, and just like comments of speculation of everything, like even like just a bunch of different things, right? So y'all know me, right? So I'm gonna come and I'm gonna give y'all the real. I'm gonna come with some receipts. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna actually articulate, and I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. I'm not just going to virtue signal and just try to gaslight, right? We're gonna talk about what really happened. So firstly, we'll talk about
Okay, sorry. By the way, before he gets into the thick of it, this is a complete side note, but this is the mic I ordered. I got this mic right here. This mic coming in on Thursday, boys, all right? So get ready for my new microphone. We got new production coming in. But since I'm on a side note right now, America first. How was that Old Fairy pistachio donut? Can you tell me about that real quick? Give me a review. Give me a review, homie. Like Dave Portnoy does the pizza. One bite, everybody knows the rule. Give me a review, homie. How was that pistachio donut from Old Fairy? Miata boy Castro would hit because Joanna is rich. We got to get to the bag at all cost. Shit, Miata boy. All right, that's a good excuse. That's a good excuse. I ain't even gonna hold you, Miata boy. If it means getting to the bag, then shit, I won't blame you. I won't blame you if it means getting to the bag. Yeah, Chris, I got that Shure mic. Not this one. This one's like the more expensive version. But I'm just like, fuck it, bro. I'm gonna get that one. That one was like $250 or something like that. America first. I don't care who you are. If another B starts talking shit to my girl, you better believe I'm talking shit back to that B. Drop the mic, Brandon. Shout out America first. Shout out America first. I hope you enjoyed the pistachio donut, homie. And True Silence said, I mean, she could get the hands, not get hit. I ain't hitting that. All right, True Silence. I got you. I got you. Well said. Well said. Very well said.
Happen. So, firstly, we'll talk about at UFC 323 when I got there. Now, let's address some certain things in context, because I've seen context where it's been said that, oh, my girl said something to Joanna, or my girl did something to Joanna, or Joanna's not just gonna go off on and do all these things for no reason. How about this? My girl wasn't even there. My girl was not at the fights at UFC 323.
Insane. But you guys already knew that because I told you a second ago. But yeah, Jamahal Hill's girl wasn't even there. Okay, a lot of speculation, right? But Jamahal Hill's girl wasn't even there. We continue.
I brought my younger brother who had never been to a fights, who's been away for some time, who's come back and I wanted to show, sharing this experience with him, let him see what I've been up to, the type of things like, that I do now, my job, my work, and where I do my stuff.
Shout out to his brother. He just got out of the pen. If you guys didn't understand that, yes, his brother just got out of jail, so he took him to UFC 323 to show him around. Not jail, probably prison, but I don't know for a fact. But that's what he's saying without saying it. His brother just got out of prison. He took him to the fights.
And we went, I went down, I watched Nazim's fight, Nazim Sadikov was my boy. We watched this fight. We go upstairs to the VIP lounge, right? The VIP lounge is where they'll let fighters go. They got a section for us. We can go get food. We can go get drinks. We can kind of chill out without being like bombarded by the fans and whatnot, right? So that area is where this incident took place. So I walk into the area. I greet other people there. Diego Lopez was there. Andre Philly was there. I'm not sure who the lady that was there. I was told that was maybe his manager's wife. Not 100% sure, but there were a few people there, and then Joanna was there. I greet everybody. I go up to Joanna. I say, hey, what's up, champ? How you doing? She's like, oh, hey, yeah, what's up? Where's your girl? Oh, your girl's not here? Where's your girl? I'm like, no. I was like, nah, she's not. I was like, nah, she's not here. Oh, what's up? Now I'm gonna get in the context of why I'm like, what's the issue of this a little later? Because this goes to something a little bit before this. And I'm telling you, it makes it to where this whole thing is completely weird. If there was one thing that I wish about this whole incident, I wish I just had like a GoPro on to where I didn't have to say anything. I didn't have to speak or anything. I could just press play and people could see the complete insane shit that went down from this lady. All right. So I walk over to her. I say hi. How you doing, champ? What's going on? She's, oh, hey, what's up? Your girl's not here? Where's your girl? I'm like, no, she's not here. What's up? She's like, oh, yeah, nah, you big Mr. Player, man, Mr. Big Time. I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, she like, yeah, nah, I don't know. Like, I don't know how you get down in America, but I'm from Poland. We real gangsters. I don't.
She mad he didn't hit. She mad he didn't hit. She mad he didn't fucking hit.
Don't do this shit. I don't play this shit. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Like, what happened? So I asked her about this. I said, was something said or did you hear something? Like, talk to me. Like, what's going on? What are you upset about? This lady just completely flipped her shit. Like, she's going off. She's like, nah, motherfucker. You like, yeah, motherfucker. You like talking shit. Like, you like talking shit. I'm like, okay. This is the first, like, illegible thing that she's really said that I'm really able to, like, I was like, okay, I was talking shit. Let's start there. What did I say? She said, no, I don't do this. I'm from Poland, motherfucker. Like, you talk. I was like, Joanna, I'm just trying to understand, like, what you're upset about. What did I say? What did I say? What did you hear that has you this upset? Can you articulate for me what you're upset about? Articulate it for me. She's like, oh no, if I articulate, what is this? I'm not no fucking lawyer. I don't have no fucking lawyer, like I just do this bullshit. I'm from Poland. Like I fuck you up. I'm not fucking scared. I'm like, whoa. Now she's threatening me. Then she says, well, I should have smashed your girl's head in, go over and fucking smash your head in too. I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck.
Is that how you fucking communicate with people? Is that how you solve problems? I'ma smash this person's head in. Why can't you just fucking talk about it? Let them know why you're mad and discuss it and fucking de-escalate it. No, but she wants to take it there. She wants to be the one threatening, calling in, fighting and shit like that. That's on Joanna. That ain't how you solve problems. You could easily talk about it. You solve problems through fighting if you're a UFC fighter who's active. Okay, if you're not an active UFC fighter competing in the octagon, you shouldn't be talking this way. In any part of civilization, when you're out in the real world, you shouldn't be trying to solve your problems the way Joanna did with Jamal. That's what I'm trying to tell you right now. That's not how I solve problems. If I got a disagreement with somebody, I don't go ahead and say, oh, I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up for that. I'm gonna bash your fucking head in. No, I say, hey, I don't appreciate that you did that. That's pretty fucked up. Not Joanna, though. She takes it right to violence, instantly. Meanwhile, Jamal's literally saying, can you just explain to me what's going on so I can give you a proper response? Like, why are you mad? What did I do? No, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not a lawyer. I'm going to fuck you up. Come on, bro. That ain't how anybody should be trying to solve problems in the real world. You're going to catch a case, okay, doing shit like that. That ain't how you solve problems, bro.
Now, I'm like, she's threatening me. Now she's threatening my girl, right? I have not threatened her. I have not raised my voice at her. All I've asked her is, what is the issue? What is going on? I asked her one more time. Can you articulate for me what the issue is? What was said? She said, no, you talking shit. You talking shit. Okay, if I'm talking shit, what did I say? Oh, no, I don't know. I just know you talking shit. I just hear you talking shit. I was like, so you are upset with me and you're saying you don't know what I said. You can't tell me what I said. and you can't just like, you're just this upset, but you can't tell me what I was said or what you're upset about.
Because she's been gossiping about you behind the scenes, Jamal. She loves that you hit on her. She loves that you slid in her DMs, bro, even though she tried to play hard to get with you, which we will go ahead and get into in a minute here. But she's been talking about you. She's been bragging to all her friends. Oh, Jamal this, Jamal that. Okay? Then it comes out that I guess you were saying something like she was the one pursuing you, and she doesn't like that. But this is like, you're the only dude who hits on her. That's why, Jamal, because you're the only dude who hits on her. You're the only story she got. So she's been talking about you. And then she got mad about it. But that's the truth.
She's like, nah, she's like, I don't know. You talking shit. I was like, okay. So with that being said, you can't tell me why you're upset. You're upset with me now. You coming at me crazy and all these things. So now I don't give a fuck about why you're mad. I don't care. I was like, I don't care whatever reason why you're mad. I don't care. It is what it is, and you sound fucking retarded. Like, I told her, you sound retarded to me. You get what I mean? Now, at this point now, she's already, like I said, she's already threatened me. She's already threatened my girl. So it's like, all right, I'm not trying to hear this shit. Like you you walk around like she's walked up in my face now. Also, she's also now approached me up in my face like she's going to do something to me. Like I said, all the people talking about, oh, Joanna was the aggressor. Joanna was the aggressor. He was going out there. My girl wasn't there. She was being aggressive towards me, right? The whole time, threatening me, being aggressive towards me. And not one time did I get aggressive. Did I go towards her, raise my voice, anything. At that point, then now I'm like, yo, you like making a scene, like this shit ain't cool. Soon as now the UFC staff come, they grab her, start moving her away through the, and now she's getting real loud, talking about just wait, man, just wait, I fuck you and I fuck your girl up, and now I'm like, yo,
what do you guys think? We got security moving away Joanna. Wouldn't you think that if Jamal was the aggressor, if Jamal was the one threatening people, they would have moved him away? No, Joanna's the one threatening people. Joanna's the one drunk as fuck. Joanna's the one they removed. Because she the aggressor. Okay? Keep that in mind too. The security not gonna remove Joanna if she's the innocent person. They removed her because she was the fucking aggressor.
If you would have touched my girl, I would have knocked you the fuck out. And if you touch my girl, I'm going to knock you the fuck out. She's threatening to assault my girl. Now, my girl, like I said, now she's this upset at this point where my girl's not even here, right? And we'll get into context why that's even weird, because the last time that she see my girl, this was not an issue. This all came and straight up jumped and stemmed from out of nowhere, right? Now, in that, all the people are all lying, oh, you don't do it. Look, somebody, I don't know, like she keeps saying from Poland, I'm going to ask her, I would like to know from Poland and from the Polish people, people just come up to y'all and just threaten y'all family and threaten y'all loved ones, and it's just like, what? If you come up to me, I'm going to tell you, this goes for anybody, I don't care who you are. You come up to me and you pose a threat to me or any of my loved ones, you will be dealt with as a threat. Period. I wasn't threatening you. She didn't threaten you. My girl is not confrontational. She's not mean. She's not rude. She's one of the sweetest people ever. Respectful, accommodating, everything. Way more than you would ever believe. So for her to just be at my girl like that is completely insane. People in the UFC, everybody in the UFC, my girl's been around. They know her.
It's because you want to jealous. You want to fucking jealous. I'm going to explain it more to you guys in a second, but I'm going to explain to you why she fucking jealous. She threatening his girl because she fucking jealous, bro. It's so clear. But you guys don't have enough of the context yet for me to explain it, so I'll explain it when he provides more context on it. But just know, she's threatening his girl because she's jealous, bro.
Ask. All right? And again, like, I'm not just saying, like, if I'm lying, Andre Fili was sitting right there. Diego Lopez was sitting right there. Diego, a little bit more of a language barrier thing, but Andre was closer than he was. If you don't want to get involved in a situation, I understand, because it's a crazy situation to even even have anything to do or be involved with. All right. Now, let's go back to the event, right? And what I now know, she's using partially as an excuse, and she's not saying it out loud to anybody else. Like you've seen the response video and everything. And like I said, we're definitely going to get in that because she said nothing in that. If you notice in that, we'll go over how in that video, she never says what offended her, how her reputation was attacked, or how her name was attacked, or anything like that, because it never was, right? So here's the thing. So, because I'm gonna leave some names out and certain things out because I don't want to drag certain people into this, right? So this stemmed from, we were at an event, right? Well, actually, yeah, we were at an event. We were at an event. Now, me, my girl, Joanna, her manager, we were all seated at the same table, right?
It's important to give you guys a timeline, though, real quick, or else it's going to go over your head, okay? Because he's kind of doing it backwards. He should have gone with the beginning first, but he's starting off in the middle. So just so you guys know, okay, yes, they were at an event. Him, Joanna, his girl, and I think he just said Joanna's manager, right? But what happened before this, which he will tell you eventually, which is why he should have said this part first, but what happened before he was at the event with Joanna, his girl, and Joanna's manager is he hit on Joanna at UFC 295 Fight Week, okay? So he had hit on her, they kicked it a little bit, they did their thing. Basically, he says it didn't work out, she wasn't down for him, or she was playing hard to get, so he took his ball and he went home, okay? It was a failed mission. He shot his shot, but he failed, right? He shot a shot, he kicked it with her, it wasn't vibing out right, so he left, took his ball and went home, okay? Classic girl, playing hard to get, then getting mad later when they find out you got somebody, right? Shit, you didn't want him anyway. Why the fuck you care? He came to try to smash you. I almost called her homie. But he came to try to smash you, girl. And you didn't care. So what did he do? He took his ball and he went home. Fast forward a few months later, you guys find yourselves at an event and you realize, oh, he got a girlfriend, right? So this is where we're at now. This is what he's explaining.
We're seated at the same table, sitting there. Everybody's getting along. Everybody's chopping it up. There's absolutely no problems at all. But Joanna's manager is playing this little game. Now, just flat out, there's no way. There's just to give y'all straight up context, and just to let y'all know, I'm being straight up honest. A couple years ago in New York, like when the whole thing with the bus thing incident happened, that whole night and everything like that, a bunch of us were in there. Joanna was in New York, and I was in New York. You know, I was feeling myself. I was drunk, and I shot my shot. I was shooting my shot. We can get into that whole thing, right?
Fucking shame on you, Jamal. I just gotta say that real quick. Shame on you, homie. She disgusting. She disgusting, homie. Shame on you, Jamal, for shooting your shot, but it is what it is. We here now.
But I was shooting my shot. I tried to smash, right? Her manager, the entire time we're at this event, is like subliminally trying to drop messages to my girl, like trying to dry snitch, right? The thing is, bro, I'm real, bro. I'm real. I'm a very honest and transparent person. My girl already knew this, right? So we had already talked. My girl had already known this because I had already talked to her. We had already spoken on this. So she kept doing it. She brings it to my attention like, hey, I don't know like what's going on, but she like keeps like kind of like dropping like subliminal hints at New York. It's just something more about New York that I don't know or whatever. I was like, nah, like I told you what happened. Like I tried to fuck with her. Nothing happened. Like, you know what I mean? It was what it was, So
I just gotta say too, I hate that shit. Like I hate that shit. Her manager and her are fucking trying to snitch on Jamal. Bro, find a new hobby.
Oh. When she does it again, my girl tells her like, hey, like I know about New York, like I'm not mad, I'm not tripping about it, like I don't, like we're good. I know my man, I understand how we're good, right? So her manager then takes this and And like, because she can't, I guess because now she can't like drive a wedge or get the reaction she wanted or whatever, she is that. So she just straight up turns to Joanna and says, "You had sex with Jamal?" Like, says this to her in front of my girl, which understandably could be embarrassing for her, right? Which is
Low-key, I feel like Joanna was bragging that she fucked Jamal. Low-key, I feel that way. Do I know for sure? No. But why would her manager just say that out of nowhere? Probably because Joanna fucking been fronting like she fucked Jamal. Okay? But then Joanna too scared to admit it, right? Now that Jamal's there, she can't fucking keep the lie going. So she denies it.
something I absolutely never said. I said I tried to sleep with her, right? So she says this. She says this to Joanna. Joanna jumps up. She's upset like, yo, nah, I'm not like that. I'm from Poland. We got morals. We don't do that. Woo, this and that. Like you're cool. Now, mind you, this entire time we're at this event, my girl and Joanna have been sitting and talking, like, been like cool, best of friends this whole time, right? Now, and that was just, and this is with her knowing, she knows she was not tripping about this at all. It's whatever. So I'm over on the dance floor. I'm doing my thing over like this. I come back, she's left, and now this whole thing has already happened. Now, the whole thing in New York, right? Well, there's a lot, man. There's a lot like right now. Because this whole thing, this whole situation is crazy, and it absolutely makes no sense, right? To me, it's just a whole attention thing. So the thing that's been told to me that my understanding, right, from what I'm being told and what she's not saying publicly, is that she was upset that I told my girl that she was in my DMs and that she was trying to get with me and like all this and that, and that's why she was upset. Never happened.
So she making shit up.
Never said. I never said that. I never said that whatsoever. Absolutely never said that. What I said was I made the advances, right? Now, if we being 100%, like I said, I'm all.
I just gotta say it, okay? I believe Joanna's making this shit up because she's low-key mad that Jamal turned out to have a girlfriend after she fucking pretty much denied him, though. Pretty much denied him. Then she finds out Jamal had a girlfriend, and that upsets her. For whatever reason. Probably because she's playing hard to get with Jamal. And then he moved on with his girlfriend, and now she doesn't really have an excuse to be mad. But this is typical girl shit. This is typical girl shit, boys. Typical girl shit. They're mad. They don't got nothing to be mad about, so they make something up. If you know, you know, boys. If you know, you fucking know, all right? If you fucking know, you know. That's what I believe. I believe she mad that it turned out that Jamal had a girlfriend, right? And now she got to make up a reason why she's mad at him over it. Because there's no reason to be mad at him. And it turned out that his girl, right, was like, no, I know about it. It's all good. It's cool. So now she really got to make something up. Because that doesn't work anymore, right? Going after him for being unfaithful to his girl, it's not going to work because his girl knows about it and she doesn't care. So what does she do? She makes something up. She makes up a reason to be mad. Typical shit, bro. Typical girl shit.
Always come with receipts. Now, talk about names. She's the name to the reputation and all this and that. I'm gonna go ahead and preemptively put this out there because like this never would have been talked about. This was 2 years old. This is over 2 years ago. I never would talk about it. Never planned on talking about it. Nothing. It was a failed mission. So it was just like it was nothing. And we were good, and you will see. And now tell me how this all goes from this to where we end up here. You got them. You got the receipts.
Shout out Tuxedo Mask for the $2 dono, homie. I just told them, Tuxedo, I'm getting it on Thursday, and this is the mic I ordered right here, the one Jamal got. So that might come in on Thursday, homie. Make sure you tune into the Thursday stream, Tuxedo Mask. All right. And shout out again for the $2 dono, homie. I always appreciate it. All right, now Jamal going to show the receipts right now. The text messages. And by the way, I think Jamal got game. If you boys were in the stream a couple of nights ago when Soda Pop sent me those DMs from fucking Terrence McKinney and Loco Torres hitting on the same chick, you boys would have known I was getting on Terrence McKinney for having no game, right? No game in the DMs. Well, guess what? Jamahal Hill, he reminded me of myself, okay? Jamahal Hill got game in the DMs, all right? So shout out to Jamahal for that. You got game, homie. You got game, homie. I recognize it. So let's go ahead and see these fucking text messages.
So, yeah, start from the first screenshot, from first message. So this was from New York, right? I hit her up. What are you doing? She sends me a video, her drinking, little wink or whatever in the glass, you know. I showed what I was doing at the time. I don't remember what I was doing or whatever. Her response, come to the hookah bar. Right? All right, so she like, come to the hookah bar. What hookah bar? She drops her, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Near the hotel. So he goes, what hookah bar? She goes, near the hotel. He goes, they won't let me leave the bus. Got attacked by protesters when we left. I'm at the bar at the hotel. You should come here. Classic game right here. Classic game right here. Shout out to Jamahal. I got love for Jamal's game for sure. I'm over here admiring it. Then she responds and she goes, don't cry like a bee. Come on. We're 4 minutes away. So, I mean, dude, no guy's gonna fuck Joanna talking like that. Don't cry like a bee. Come on. We're 4 minutes away. No guy's gonna fuck Joanna talking like that. I still can't even believe Jamahal pursued her after that. Acting like a man already. Acting like a man already. Then he goes, what? Never that. What's your phone number? She sends her location. Again,
yeah.
But shout out to Jamahal. He trying to get them digits. He trying to get in that. He trying to smash that. Okay, so shout out to Jamahal. You should come to the bar over here with me. What's your phone number? I love it. I love it, Jamahal. That's good game right there, homie. That's good fucking game. It don't matter what she's saying. You're trying to hit it. We got to get them digits. We got to get her isolated.
This is the whole night when the whole thing with the protesters and everything happened. They were kind of tripping. They weren't trying to let me leave the hotel or whatever. So I went to my room for a minute, kicked it, was talking to send her a couple messages. And then I was like, I'm probably going to chill at the bar here. Why don't you come here? She hardly didn't say nothing. It was like, come on, come to the bar where I'm at. You know, was slightly disrespectful. It kind of shows you the undertone of how she, you know what I mean, her respect whenever it comes to even speaking with men. You get what I mean? But you know what? Never that. What's your number? And she didn't send me her number. She just shared her location with me, right? She says her location with me. I go to the bar.
She playing hard to get now. He asked for her number. She doesn't want to send it over. She sends the location. Then she goes, try to find me. Come on, boys. If you don't see this shit that she wanted him to, then you don't see it. But clearly she low-key wanted him a little bit. Try to find me. Here's my location. She playing games. He goes, what? It's on Polish, LOL. She goes, come here. Come here. Take your people. Then he goes ahead and sends her his digits. As you can tell right here, he cut it off, but he sent her his phone number. He's staying in control here.
We chill. We had some drinks. I seen the type of attitude she has. You know, it wasn't really clicking or going nowhere. So it was like, it was what it was. I'm like, cool. I took my ball and I went home. You know what I mean? I'm going to take my ball and I'm going to go home. I'm not making shots today. The shot's not going in today. All right? So, that's it. Like, that's like the gist of it. So even if you go further down in these messages,
she wanted him to beg. She wanted him to beg, right? She wanted him to really try to simp out for her. And he said, nah. I'm not really feeling it from her. I'm going to take my ball and go home. Okay, but I want you guys to know that she wanted Jamahal to simp for her that night, to really beg for that puss. And why the fuck would you beg for a puss like that? Why the fuck would you? Okay, Joanna, she got a fucking inflated, I don't know what you want to call it. She thinks she better looking than she is, bro. That's what I'm going to say. She thinks she better looking than she is. Trying to get Jamahal to beg for her. Insane. Tuxedo, bring your people. She wanted to run a train. Facts, Tuxedo. Facts. She might have wanted more than just one. Okay? She might have wanted more than just one. Alright? Shout out Tuxedo for that catch. I didn't even catch that shit. I wish I thought of that, Tuxedo. Straight up. Anyway, Let me just rewind it 10 seconds. I forgot what he said.
You can see it. Like that's like the gist of it. So even if you go further down in these messages, you can see.
Look, he pulling up on her dolo. I'm by myself on
All right,
my
shake
way.
in my head, whatever. You know what I mean? Dip, we cool. She responds, obviously I'm not gonna say nothing back.
Hey, but real quick, so you guys can understand what's going on here. He said, I'm by myself on my way. So he pulled up to her at the hookah bar. All right. When he said, I'm on my way, that was him saying, I'm on my way to the hookah bar. She didn't respond or whatever. He popped up over there. Okay. They kicked it for a little bit. He said he wasn't feeling it. He wasn't getting the right vibe from her. So he took his ball and he went home. It's of my belief, we don't have the timestamps to prove it, but it's of my belief that when he took his ball and he went home, he was fucking laying up in bed and he's like, I'm gonna shoot my shot one more time, right? So he goes SMH. SMH, you guys know what that means. Come on now, I don't gotta shout it out for you, but in case you don't know what that means, he basically saying like, damn, I came there all the way to kick it with you. You fucking trying to play hard to get with me, gave me the cold shoulder. You know what I'm about. You know why I wanted to pull up on you. Not to fucking kick it as friends, because I'm trying to smash. So he hits her with the SMH. Like, damn, I came to kick it with you and we didn't get to smash. Shaking my head, right? Hoping she might throw out a fucking, throw out a life raft and be like, where are you at? Can I come over there? But no, she just hits him with the sleep well champ, still trying to play hard to get. She knows what this SMH was. She know he disappointed that he didn't get to hit that. And what does she do? She takes the power. She power tripping. She's like, sleep well, champ. Sleep well, champ. Shit. Then the next day, she says something like this, right? He didn't even respond to that. He doesn't even respond to it because he knows. Like I just told you guys, this is him trying to request a life raft from her. She doesn't throw out the life raft. She keeps playing hard to get. Sleep well, champ. But guess what? He don't beg. He don't beg for it. He just ignores it. Then guess what happens? The next day, she DMs him 4 messages. 4 messages, and who knows what the fuck she's even talking about. You have a problem, you can't watch me, but I can watch you? And he goes, what? Like, what the hell are you talking about? But just notice that she double texted him because he realized it's done with. It's done with, and she knew she overplayed her hand. So now she knows she got to reach back out to him. Why she got to reach back out to him? Because she wants him to smash. Because she wants him to fucking smash. And that's why she's mad when she found out he got a girlfriend. That's why she's trying to snitch on him. Because she mad he got a girlfriend because she low-key wanted that shit. But guess what? You're playing hard to get in the first place. Serves you right. Serves you fucking right, Joanna. Serves you fucking right. So let him explain it too now.
You already said good night. You know, we ain't. There's nothing to talk about. You go down to the next receipts. You see after this, there was no bad blood from this. No bad blood from this.
So November, December, January, February, March, April. That's 5 months later. She hits him with champ, all the best. Okay? Again, texting him first. Texting him first because he shot his shot. He was clear about his intentions. He was clear that he wants to smash. He said everything that he wants to smash without actually saying it. Okay, come to the bar I'm at. I'm going to pull up to the hookah lounge. What's your number? Hitting her up after he left. Shaking my head. Expressing disappointment that they didn't get to kick it one-on-one and smash. Okay? So she knows his intentions. She knows she fucked up. She fumbled the bag. Now she hitting him back again. What, 4 or 5 months later? However many months it was? I think 5. Hitting him with champ, all the best. So she still wanted him. It's of my belief. I'm going to assume this. This is before they had that run-in with his girl, right, at that event where her manager was at too, where they were trying to dry snitch on him. Okay? So she was still trying to get at him, after he hit on her. But she didn't really know about his girlfriend yet. Okay? And then again sliding in the DMs again. April to May, a month and a half later. Happy birthday, champ. Guys, why is she doing this? Why does she keep hitting him first? I just showed you that she double texted him. Then she hit him back 5 months later. And then she hits him back a month later on his birthday. So I'm assuming they still didn't run into each other on May 19th. You feel me? They still hadn't ran into each other yet on May 19th. He still hadn't ran into her and her manager with his girlfriend yet.
You know what I mean? Champ, all the best. Thanks, champ. Happy birthday, champ. Thank you, champ. This is how whenever I got to the event, I walked up and I addressed her and I approached her this way. She completely flipped on me. I still right now am now being looked at, painted everywhere, which way, and all this. I still don't know why she's mad. If she can tell anybody why she's mad, please, truly, let me know. Now, we've got a response. Let's go over that.
I worked so hard to earn my reputation, and I'm embarrassed to be in this situation, but...
You work so hard to earn your reputation. Where was your reputation being attacked at? 1. 2, if you're embarrassed to be in this situation, why did you start it? I came up and shook your hand and said, what's up, champ? How you doing? Your first response was looking for my girl and looking for altercation. So if you're embarrassed to be in a situation, why did you start it?
When somebody uses my name falsely, without any basis in truth, I will always stand up for myself.
What was the falsehood that was used on your name? Where is the not truth?
She's claiming, the falsehood that she's claiming is that Jamal was saying that she was making advances towards her. That's what she's upset about. That's what she's claiming she's upset about. We all know she lying. We all know she fucking capping. But that's what she's claiming. That Jamal's saying, hang on, let me get this right. She's claiming that Jamal is saying that she made advances towards her. Okay, but Jamal has said like 5 times in this video alone that, look, he's the one who tried to smash her. Okay? And he's the one who hit her up. But what did I already explain to you guys? She was making advances towards him. She was. All those messages, those are advances. She's trying to re-spark that shit because she wants to get fucking hit by Jamal. She's trying to get that BBC, boys. I had to say it. I had to say it. I'm sorry if that fucking bothers you guys, but I had to say it at least once. All right. Tuxedo goes, she's pissed. People know she's got the forest fever. Yes, she's trying to get that BBC, Tuxedo. I'm finna say it again. She's trying to get that BBC, homie.
Because when I'm saying that, you
thank you for the $2 dono. I don't know if I said that or not, Tuxedo, but you already know. Always appreciate it.
Being in my DMs, but we can see that. But so where was this falsehood? Because when I'm saying that, you being in my DMs, because where is the not truth? Because when I'm saying that, you being in my DMs, but we can see that.
Okay, so he kind of saying like exactly what I just said. So she was in his DMs, right? So I think he was telling people. Okay, you got to read between the lines here. I think he was telling people that Joanna's making these advances to me after that night at UFC 295 where I tried to kick it with her. Okay, so he's been saying she'd been making advances towards me. She'd been DMing me. Okay, and that's what pissed her off so bad because I guess it got back to her. But that's the truth. That is the truth. She's been making advances at him in the DMs. That's what I just said. Tuxedo saying BBC live on stream is wild. Hey, but I got that $2 dono, homie. Thank you again, Tuxedo. It was worth a $2 dono. I know that much. Okay, we're continuing. Joanna, the type that will slash your tires. Pause. Her personality matches the theory. She was blacked out for sure. First thing I thought. Shout out J-Flow. Shout out True Silence.
But so where was this falsehood, or where was these things that got you so upset and got you
right? Because he's telling the truth now, and you're claiming it's lies.
You so mad because that part had never been spoken on before. You know what I mean? So, and you
okay? Sorry to keep pausing it, but he's saying that part had never been spoken about. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't speak about it. Maybe he did. I don't know.
Always stand up for yourself. Stand up for yourself by coming and challenging to fight me. Like, you came up and challenged to fight me, right? Now, if I was ignorant as everybody else saying, trying to pay me out to be, I would have obliged you. We stood there by any eyewitness count. We stood there face to face for quite some time with me standing there, not approaching you, just talking, and you were getting hype. And once again, I like to point out in that video, all right, in what altercation is a man so aggressive or threatening towards a woman and they come in and grab the woman? You can see in the video my security standing behind me. He never had to grab me. He never had to intervene in front of me or any of that. And if I was ever, he would have been right there. He would have been right on it. Look, let's finish it up.
Who has the benefit of a lifetime of self-defense training. I have a platform and resources that most women don't have.
Virtue signaling.
So I empathize with the women who are disrespected and threatened.
Yeah, she's trying to garner support now from all the women who have been abused out there. She a scoundrel, man. She a fucking scoundrel. You started the violence. You threatened a normal civilian as a former UFC world champion. You just said it. You got mixed martial arts experience, a lifetime of it. And you threatened a fucking normal civilian. Listen, guys, just to put it out there too, I hold myself to a higher standard than that shit. Okay? I don't just, like, let's say I argue with somebody who I could beat up. Okay? Let's say I argue with somebody who I could beat up. I promise you, and I've never done it in my life. I've never done it in my fucking life. I only use my words to debate and argue. I never threaten once. I've never threatened somebody with violence to win an argument. Never in my life have I ever argued with anybody to win an argument by threatening them. Okay? Never. Shit, we got Jacob Flores in the building. Jacob Flores was on my fucking baseball team, so shout out to Jacob Flores. I hope you're doing good, homie. Good to see you. Tuxedo Mask playing the she card is low. Facts, though. She trying to garner support for all the women out there who've been abused, bro. That's what she trying to do when she's the one who fucking encouraged it. She the one who fucking brought that shit up. Shout out Tuxedo Mask for a $2 donut. Thank you. And Jacob Flores, thank you for the $5 donut, homie. I appreciate it. Good to see you, homie.
And lack the power and
Disrespecting real
means
victims.
to stand up for themselves.
Hey, hold up. Now, see, this right here is a problem. This is one of the main problems inside. There are really women that are really threatened, that are really victims, that really go through things, that aren't going out there challenging men, going in men's faces to try to challenge them to fight or try to threaten their loved ones and things like that. And you would try to use that umbrella to try to make a point because you can't tell anybody why you were mad or what other little petty thing or whatever was going through your head. The whole time we were there, like, and when my girl's not looking, she's winking, like staring at me, doing all this. She was doing that. Now I'm gonna straight up say that you did it. You were doing that. Now, do I think it's some type of like game she like play? Anybody that's been around, you know I'm not lying. Let's put it like this. I'm willing to bet anybody that's been around her knows what I'm talking about. I'm gonna just leave it, and I'm gonna just leave it at that.
So confirm she was hitting on him. Confirm she was hitting on him. Confirm. She's licking her lips, making eye contact with him. I mean, come on, boys. You know a girl ain't gonna do that to you unless she fucking hitting on you. She ain't even gonna make eye contact with you if she don't want to fuck you. Okay, she over here licking her fucking lips. Licking her fucking lips.
Go ahead.
And to stand up for the truth. I expect more from the society. I certainly expect more from athletes in our sport.
I expect more from a
I
Hall
want
of
to
Famer.
thank the UFC security and staff for their professionalism. I consider this matter closed, and I wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season.
Psycho bitch.
Bro, that's scary, bro. I'm gonna be real. That's scary. We live in a society where we've created the type of women that will come. Somebody comes up to you, greets you respectfully, and you get aggressive towards them, start threatening them, turn up, and then you will turn around and try to virtue signal and play victim.
This is why men need to stick with men, bro, because women are exploiting this shit. Women are exploiting this shit so bad. We all know by now. We've been watching this video already. We all know by now, bro. We all fucking know by now she's in the wrong, right? But here she is twisting it up, trying to play the victim card because she a woman. This is why men need to stick together at times, bro, because these women are fucking exploiting this shit. And you guys are trying to be fair. You boys are trying to be fair. Anybody who's, as long as you're trying to Let me put it like this. I'm saying some of you boys are trying to be fair, but I know some of you just hating on Jamal because you don't like him. Okay, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people who are trying to be fair towards women, right? But look at this. This is the exact fucking problem I have, is women aren't fair to us. Women aren't fair to us. Okay, look what she's doing. She's in the wrong, and she fucking trying to blame him. Trying to garner support from other women who have been fucking abused in their life. You fucking started the violence. You're the one who took it there. Okay, you're taking advantage of the shit, and that's why men need to stick together, bro. You don't need to be sticking up for Joanna. She over here trying to take advantage of our good nature. Of our good nature. She trying to take advantage of our good nature. There was one other dono from Tuxedo Mask. Tuxedo, thank you for the $2 dono, homie. Sometimes you gotta slap a bitch. Sometimes you do. I'm just playing. I don't want to say that shit. You got me caught up in that. You don't gotta slap a bitch, all right? As long as she don't be putting her fucking hands on you, okay? Shout out Tuxedo for the $2 dono again.
Afterwards, it's absolutely disgusting.
America first. I ain't talking shit out with the said. I ain't talking shit out with the said. He another grown man. I'm a grown man. We could fucking fight it out. We could fight it out.
And absolutely deplorable. You know, and at the end of the day, yeah, like I said, like you said that after this video, this whole matter is done for me. I'm just simply laying out what happened. I don't hold no ill will towards JJ. My girl don't hold no ill will towards JJ. She actually really liked JJ. She felt honored. Like, just imagine, any of y'all, just imagine if you got to spit and have like a real deal connecting conversation with Joanna Jedrejczyk. And then the next minute she flips whenever you're not around and she wants to try to fight you in that whole situation. It's weird, bro. This whole thing is weird, bro. She can't tell you what was said, how her reputation was being attacked, or any of that. She can't do it because it never happened. And then, not only that, this event was months ago. She could have reached out, said something. She could have been like, hey, if he's here, don't have him. She waited until we were in a crowded room full of people and pulled this.
Peace out, Dylan.
Like, and then the dude that played the video, I seen somebody else recording. I'm willing to pay $5,000 to anybody who puts the entire video out. T-Mobile has cameras around there. Even if you get the video from there, and you put, I'm willing to bet everything I own on the fact of you watch that video, you don't even need audio. Watch the video, watch the body language, and you will tell who was in the wrong.
I ain't heard fucking you want to say that shit. I ain't heard you want to say that shit, boys. So what? We still team Joanna or we team Jamal? What side we on? I'm finna do a poll. While he finishes this video.
I just walked into this situation, bro. Like, it was like, imagine just going out today and you just, boom, you just walk into all of this. Like that's insane, bro. Like,
here's the one thing I will add, though. Is Jamal's giving a little bit clueless. If I can critique Jamal on one thing here, Jamal's giving a little bit clueless because Joanna did try to dry snitch on you with your girl at that event with her manager, right? So you guys aren't really cool. Going into UFC 323, you guys aren't really cool, homie. She tried dry snitching on you. She obviously don't fuck with you. But you did go up to her and you tried to act like everything was cool. You might have been better off just kind of like giving her space, considering she tried to dry snitch when you showed up to the event with your girl. Okay? That's my one critique I'll give Jamal, is he is acting like there was no problem at all. And maybe he genuinely did think that. But I personally would have been a little bit more self-aware than that. And I would have remembered, oh yeah, at this last event, she was trying to snitch on me with my girl. I don't really fuck with that. So I'm going to leave her alone. Right? I'm going to leave that shit alone. Because whatever I say to her here, she finna fucking turn that into something else and snitch on me again when I'm here with my girl. So Jamal should have had a little bit more self-awareness. He didn't even need to go up to her, really. That's the one thing I'll say. But shit, Joanna needs more self-control than to start threatening people, bashing in his head and his girl.
So, we gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better. We gotta do better at holding people accountable. and holding people accountable for whenever they really doing some foul shit. Like, it's cool, all right, it's cool, like, the whole thing is cool in the MMA community to, all right, shit on Jamal, be against Jamal and everything like that. But anybody that really know me, I ain't never been fake towards you. I ain't never been phony towards you. I always been genuine. I always kept it real, and I ain't never just crazily just put no negative or anything in nobody's life or anybody's vibe. Any fan, anybody that ever interacted with me, tell me I have. Even in a crowd where people booing me and disrespecting me, I still walk through that crowd and these people ask me for pictures, they ask for my time, and I give it. But the minute some look, oh, you're a piece of shit. That's insane to me, bro. That's insane to me, bro. But it is what it is. You know, man, end of the day, I'm living great. Y'all taking time away from a great home that I just bought, just got, you know, and I'm gonna go enjoy my life. I'm gonna leave this here, leave it here for what it is. Like I said, it's funny how every time these things come out, the one side don't really want to be transparent or clear about anything. But I'm always the one that's just transparent, and it is what it is, man. Take for what you will. I'm done with this. I'm over it. You know what I mean? UFC staff, you already know it is.
Shit, transparency is key, boys. Transparency is key. Whoever is more transparent, they got nothing to hide. They're generally in the right. Okay, how transparent was fucking Joanna in that video? Not at all. Not fucking at all. Jacob asking me if I'm training currently. No, I'm not training currently. I'm more locked in on this, homie. I just be hitting the gym and shit. But I was training. Just gotta lock in on this for now, homie. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, Jacob. I also saw your homie, fucking, what's his name again? Arion Bond? I saw your homie at the gym recently. He fucking like homeless and shit. So hopefully Arion Bond is doing all right. We got some fucking high school lore, boys, in the chat right now. Good takes, bro. I'm a sub. Shout out X My Target. You should definitely sub. We live every night. Every night. Joanna also said something on Threads, I think. So let me just pull that up because I don't got Threads on my computer. And, you know, people who be posting on Threads, like, shit, you're intentionally posting on there because no one's going to see it. Like, come on now. Or else she would have posted this on her Twitter and her Instagram, but she doesn't want anyone to see it. It's weird as fuck. Then why even post it if you don't want anyone to see it? You got 293 likes on this post, Joanna. Here's what Joanna said in response to this video. You are full of lies, Jamal. I know the truth, and yes, it's a shame you didn't have a camera on. You should have an honest conversation with your girlfriend first, and please don't involve me in your affairs. He did have an honest conversation with his girlfriend. He did. And you don't like that. You tried snitching on him, but he already fucking admitted it to her. And it was all good. So he did have an honest conversation with his girlfriend, Joanna. Now, let's look at Joaquin Buckley's response. All right. Chris, America First, you should try out for Power Slap. I feel like you'd send some peeps into the Matrix. More like the Shadow Realm. Buyer seller, you want a message? Seemed like she fucked up and she's trying to drop it. Yeah, bro. We all know who's in the wrong here. It's clear as day. America First, I believe Hill, but to be honest, he is known for talking shit, so it's pretty easy, especially for a female, to blame him. And all that's fine, America First. All that's fine. But where I draw the line is threatening people. If you got an issue, then talk it out. Especially with another man. Don't be bringing violence into it. Do not be bringing violence into it. If you got an issue, talk it out. You don't need to be threatening people. Yeah, she did that shit. Buckley, LMFAO. Shout out Larry. We're going to pull that up right now. Shout out Joaquin. Shout out my man. Shit, I could actually just pull it up here. Check this out, boys. Joaquin reposted the post I made for him a few months ago. He reposted it today, calling out Shavkat again, so we're going to react to this. But, shout out to Joaquin for that. Okay, here's Joaquin's response to Joanna. Hang on. Alright, we ready. He goes, what's already understood don't need to be explained. What a fucking quote. What a quote. That's facts.
Threatened and lack the power and means to stand up for themselves and to stand up for the truth. I expect more from the society. I certainly expect more from athletes in our sport. I want to thank the UFC security and staff for their professionalism. I consider this matter closed, and I wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season.
Yep, she did that shit. I ain't falling for it. You did that shit. Joanna, you know you did that shit.
For this
Shout out to Buck for the fucking video. That was a great idea to post that shit. So Buck already knew. Beforehand, he already knew. This was 12 hours ago, right? How long ago did Jamal post his video? 13 hours ago. Okay? So before he even heard Jamal's response, before Joaquin even heard Jamal's response, he had this shit posted. Okay? There's no way you can make this video an hour, you know what I mean? Because you got to spend 30 minutes just watching this shit first. There's no way he made this video after watching Jamal's post. Okay? He literally saw the shit and he's like, oh no, Joanna's in the wrong. And he turned out to be right. He turned out to be right. When I say he saw the shit, this is what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the viral clip that fucking got posted of their altercation.
Right? Didn't say shake.
That's literally all Joaquin had to see to know that Joanna was in the wrong. So shout out to Buck for that. He got fucking like, I don't know. He got some crazy vision to be able to see that shit because I didn't even see that shit. I thought that Jamal's girl was there and stuff. Like, I don't know. I thought it was completely different until Jamal explained his side of the story. And I also want to show you guys one other thing. Fuck. I did not need to exile that post yet. Okay. Here's what Jamal's girl said before the video dropped this morning. She said, been moving all day. Yes, I've seen the news I usually ignore, but in this instance, I will address it. It's been somewhat astonishing watching so many outlets speculate on what happened. I'm in the same boat as most of you because I wasn't even at UFC 323. I was at home drinking wine and watching the fights. Ha ha. So for those who are asking what happened between Joanna and I, nothing. I wasn't even there. So I'm just as confused as everyone else. Ha ha. Okay? So she didn't know fucking shit, bro. She wasn't even there. And that wraps up the topic. That wraps up the fucking topic, boys. So I hope you enjoyed that. I've been needing something to react to for fucking like a whole week now. So finally we got it. Thank you, Jamal. Thank you, Jamal, for giving us the receipts. We love you, homie. Well, not we. Shit, I got love for Jamal. Where the fuck did Buck get a newspaper? I don't know, Miata boy. He probably picked it up when he walked into the diner he was eating at. Looks like he was at some like breakfast diner. You feel me? Like a Denny's or something like that. Leave it to Buck to hit Denny's in the morning. She was like, you will? Yeah, exactly, buyer seller. Miata boy, you know she was watching the fights on Buff. Shout out to Buff Streams. We love Buff Streams. Dana don't got shit on Buff Streams. Oh, Jacob Flores goes, damn, he hasn't been my homie for like 10 years. Sad to hear. That's why I stopped kicking it with him. Good decision, Jacob. Good decision. Good decision, homie. America First. I'm going to tell Ased to pull up and have you both talk it out. Have a man-to-man. All right, I mean, shit. I'd be open to talking it out, but if he wants violence, I can give him violence. And I'm going to beat his ass for that fucking jean jacket, dude, that he beat up at UFC 322. It's going to be revenge for that dude, for jean jacket. The biggest possible fight the UFC could make right now is Peter Yan versus Steve Garcia at 145. Griff, I mean, Peter Yan versus Steve Garcia, homie? The biggest possible fight, there's like multiple things wrong with that, but all right, Griff. Definitely not the biggest possible fight, and probably never even going to happen, but shout out to Steve Garcia. I respect Steve Garcia. I think he's a great fighter. Larry, maybe Jamahal Hill had a side piece he was with? Ha ha ha, JK. Well, maybe he in an open relationship. Maybe. Probably not, though. He said he was with his brother who just got out of prison. LMFAO. Shout out Griff. That was a wild take, homie, but all good. Who wins, though? Shit, bro. I'm not going to count out Peter Yan Foley. Bro. But I'm leaning towards Steve Garcia. There's weight classes for a reason. Steve Garcia, a big featherweight. Peter Yan, like a perfectly sized bantamweight. So, make of that what you will. Jacob will get a highlight reel kick, or a highlight wheel kick KO on his head. That's facts, Miata boy. I don't know about a head kick or a wheel kick, but he going face down, ass up, and then he getting peanut buttered for what he did to Jean Jacket, homie. If you know, you know. All right. Now I also want to touch on this one. Jacob, keep up the grind, bro. Just subbed. Huge MMA fan. Wild to see you this many years later. Yeah, shout out to Jacob. Good to see you, homie. Hopefully I'll see you more in the chat and shit like that. But just so everybody knows, Jacob used to be a fucking crazy-ass kid when we were younger. I'll tell you guys that much. So, hopefully you're doing good, homie. Nothing but love. Okay, let's look at Joaquin Buckley calling out Shavkat Rakhmonov again. Okay, so I made this post. Joaquin reposted it today. Oh, we got a response from fucking Shavkat. Yes, let's fucking go. Let's go. We got a response from Shavkat. Only because I tagged him too. I know that's why. Look at me. I said, at Shavkat, respond to the call out. Respond to the call out, homie. You got 24 fucking hours. Okay? Respond to the call out. And he did. And he did. Let's go, Shavkat. At least you fucking responded. What'd he say? Wait, let me just read the whole thing, okay? Stop hiding in Uzbekistan with yo ho ass. You've never fought someone with my speed, never fought someone with my pressure, never fought someone with my power. You've been living off an image and I'm here to destroy it. You talk about being the next contender, so now I am the one standing in your way. Come do something about it. You know a fight with me exposes everything. Your whole... Oh, no fucking Diddy, Buck. No Diddy on that one. Holy shit, no Diddy. We got a massive pause there. Okay? I gotta read that one more time. You know a fight with me exposes everything. Your holes, your hesitation, your limits. That's why your team won't say my name. Shout out the Kill Cliff Killer. Joaquin Buckley, the Kill Cliff Killer. That's why your team won't say my name. Henry Hoof said himself, none of you boys should fight me. I'm telling you right now, Shavkat, Bucko Madoff is coming for you. No contender talk, no excuses. Just sign the contract. Shout out Shavkat, shout out Joaquin, and shout out Danny Rubenstein. Get your boy to sign the fucking contract, Danny. We're waiting for it. We're waiting. Get your boy to sign the contract, Danny. Shout out Danny Rubenstein. Oh! We're calling him Black Boy. Is that what we're calling him? Is that what we're calling him now? Oh shit, okay. This fight is all but fucking booked. He called him Black Boy. Are you fucking kidding me right now? This is what he said. Black Boy, you get beat up. Oh my goodness gracious. This shit is official. They gotta run it now. Oh my goodness gracious, bro. Black Boy? Shit, you boys ready here first. HT, how fucking dare you? Show some respect to Buck, HT. Come on now. Buck is hungry, and he don't duck no smoke. You gotta at least respect that. But HT goes, Jay, you need to ask Buckley. Does he have CTE? He must be really bored of his life. Calling out Shavkat, it's a clever call to be #1 contender. Shavkat will fight Buckley as a tune-up fight returning. Shit, HT, you might have to eat your words when they get locked in the cage. But, how do I respond to that? No, I think Buck's just hungry. If you want my take, I think Buck is hungry. Okay? And he's calling out the biggest name he can call out. Shavkat been out for a minute. He not the number one contender anymore. That shit expired. We all know that one, HT. Shit, Michael Morales is above his ass now. Michael Morales is above Shavkat. Okay? And Ian Gary's above both of them. Okay, so Shavkat does need a fight before he gets a title shot because that shit fucking expired. His number one contender expired. So, if he needs to fight, he got two options now. He could fight Michael Morales, undefeated versus undefeated, or if the UFC don't want to do that, then shit. Like you said, then give him a tune-up. And let's see if it's a real tune-up. Okay? Shit. I'm okay with it. Whatever narrative you want to fucking sell that shit. If you want to call it a tune-up, then it must be easy work for Shavkat, right? He should have no problem taking it. HT Shavkat said 2 weeks ago he will fight Buckley. Perfect. We want the fight too. And we finna get Buckley on, and he finna elaborate on this call out. He gonna make a real statement on the platform. His first official interview since the Kamaru Usman fight, not counting Kamaru Usman's podcast. All right. Shout out to Soda Pop in the chat. I was waiting for Soda Pop. Buck vs. Shavkat, UFC 326, March. Holloway vs. Oliveira card. Buck sleeps him, and I'm so confident. I've been saying it since 2020. Let's go, Soda Pop. We sleeping him. We sleeping Shavkat. Buck wants it. We're rallying behind Buck right now. Okay? Like I told you, boys, Buck is ready for an interview. He's ready. All we got to do is set up the date. Jacob pressing Shavkat in the Big 25 shit going into the Big 26. We pressing Shavkat. Okay? We pressing Shavkat. And I'm glad I did, considering he called him Black Boy. Crazy work, Shavkat. Crazy fucking work. And for all the people saying that Buckley's disrespecting Uzbekistan, listen. Uzbekistan stands with Joaquin Buckley. If you know, you know. But just know that. Uzbekistan got no hate for Joaquin. They stand with him. And Shavkat belongs to Kazakhstan. Okay, Kazakhstan. I don't know why he said Uzbekistan, probably just trolling. But Kamzat's from Kazakhstan. Uzbekistan, they stand with Joaquin Buckley. Joaquin Buckley walked out with their flag against Nursultan Ruziboev and made their boy famous after beating his ass. Okay, so they love Joaquin. Talking about Uzbekistan. So we got love from the Caucasus Mountains. HT, when they fight, let's bet. Jay, HT, we gotta bet, homie. You know we gotta bet. We'll definitely bet. 100% HT. I'll actually honor that one. You know, a lot of people be asking to bet and stuff like that, but it's like, I don't know. I'll actually fucking bet on that one. I'll pay you if... I'm not... No, you finna pay me, HT. You finna pay me. Okay? I ain't even fucking putting shit in the air like that. You gonna pay me, HT. Half the Battle official says Buck is a huge underdog versus Shavkat. He should try and get a fight against Bilal. You know, that's what I'm planning on asking Joaquin too in the interview, is what he thinks about potentially fighting a guy like Leon Edwards or Bilal. Both of them coming off losses. I'm also gonna ask him, would he ever fight Sean Brady? Or is Sean Brady too big of a fucking scumbag to fight? Because we all know Sean Brady is scumbag by now. User 1900 Shavkat called Buckley Black Boy. That shit wild. Insane. And I guess it's because he said Uzbekistan. Bro, Uzbekistan does not give you the right to call him Black Boy. Alright? I don't know who needs to tell him that. But, oh, and Joaquin responded. Joaquin said, nah, say what you really want to say, little bitch. Oh, shit. Okay, this shit's on, boys. This shit's fucking on. The beef is on the grill and it's not coming off. The beef is already on the grill, boys, and it's not fucking coming off. We got smoke. You need to press Buck about that pause statement, though. That was wild. Buck saying, you know, a fight with me exposes everything. Your holes. Your... Shout out to Joaquin. I'm gonna ask him about that for sure. Soda Pop Southpaw Jeff Neal gave Shavkat one of his toughest fights, and Jeff Neal is a plotter. Buck has the best movement at 170. Shout out to Soda Pop. Couldn't have said it better myself, homie. Literally could not have said it better myself. And don't forget, everybody counting out Buckley, right? Shout out HT. HT, know I love him. But everybody counting out Buckley. Well, listen. How did that fight with Nasruddin oh my God. How did that fight with Nasruddin Imavov go? You know what I'm saying? How did that fight with Nasruddin Imavov go? Did he get finished by Imavov? Because I've said it before. I'm on record saying this. Nasruddin Imavov is like Shavkat on steroids. Literally. Imavov is Shavkat on steroids. And he took him to a decision and he beat his ass in the 3rd round. Think about if him versus Shavkat goes 5 rounds. Joaquin versus Shavkat goes 5 rounds. Okay, when Joaquin fought Imavov, okay, Imavov was fucking gassed in the 3rd. Joaquin was pressing his ass, beating his ass in the 3rd. Imagine if he had 2 more rounds with Imavov. Okay? And I know everybody wants to diss on the Usman loss, but listen. Okay? Kamaru Usman is one of the greatest welterweights of all time. They went 5 rounds. People need to put respect on Joaquin's name. Joaquin also won that 5th round against Usman. Yes, he underperformed in that fight, and he's got nobody to blame but himself. Okay? But he did win that 5th round against Usman. They went to a decision. He went to a decision against Imavov, beat him in the 3rd too. Joaquin just needs minor tweaks, and he can get these wins. Minor tweaks. And who's to say that Shavkat's better than Usman? Who's to say? Has Shavkat ever been a world champion? Fuck no. Fuck no, he hasn't. Okay? Put some respect on Buckley's name. HT says 100% you're losing, Jay, but I will let you off paying. I donate to your channel when I win. All right, HT. All right. Shout out to HT. HT? All right. All right. I got you, homie. Much love, HT. HT knows I'm fucking biased as hell when it comes to Joaquin and Max Holloway. I will never fucking say anything negative about them. Jacob goes, much love, homie. Crazy times back in the day. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Quakes baseball. Shout out to John Elliott. Always giving you shit, homie. All right. Meowboy Buck is taking that O. Hey, Shavkat's O has got to go. Shavkat's O has got to go. All right? It got to. It got to. America first. Wait, isn't Buck a black and a boy? America first. Relax, homie. Relax, homie. Relax, homie. But shout out America first. It's all jokes. Nothing serious. Jacob goes, Imavov, much better striking than Shavkat, though. Shit. There we go. There we go. And I would argue, Usman probably got better wrestling than Shavkat. So what? Joaquin fought a better wrestler than Shavkat, and Joaquin fought a better striker than Shavkat. What we scared of? In fact, we not scared. We're running towards it. We running towards it. Shit, okay. Since I'm quoting it, we gotta pull it up. We running towards it. Okay, the video that everyone loves to hate. The video that everyone loves to hate. All right?
He knew he was gonna lose his fucking belt. Even with those tears, though, he still wasn't willing to give his fucking life. I'm willing to die in that bitch, bro. I'm willing to die in that bitch, and that's why they not gonna fucking beat me. You wanted to fucking kill me before I fucking stop. I told you, I came a long fucking way from fucking nothing, outside, in the park, with my niggas in them. We fucking here. Fucking Islam, I'm telling you. You're not gonna say my name, but I'm telling you, bro, it's coming. That time is here. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I want it. I want it. I want it. I ain't running from nothing. I'm running towards everything. I want it all. I want it all.
Say what you want about the man, but he don't duck no smoke. And he calling out the toughest fight he can get. I think anyone can respect that. Okay? Because you boys would be talking shit if he's calling out like a Gilbert Burns, wouldn't you? Shit, Gilbert Burns ranked right below him. It would be a totally fine call out for him. But listen, he calling out the toughest guy he can fucking find. Shavkat. Shavkat. Tuxedo says, that's a scary ass boy. Shout out to Tuxedo. Thank you for the $2 donut, homie. Much love to all you boys. With the fucking donos. Even Jacob. Oh, Jacob Flores goes, pound for pound, Imavov smokes Shavkat. There we go. There we go. We ride in with Buck. Unrelenting belief in Buck. Unwavering belief in Buck. We ride with Buck. Miata Boy, I'm scared that Shavkat might wet blanket him, but IDK. I think we ready. That Usman fight is a blessing in disguise. It had to happen. It was a reminder. It was a wake-up call. We fixed the holes. Shit. He should bring Pat Downey into the camp. Pat Downey already said he's down to train with him. He should bring Pat Downey into the camp and get some good wrestling work. If he brings in Pat Downey to the camp and they get wrestling work in, there ain't a chance in hell Shav got taking his ass down. I promise you guys that. I promise you guys that. And guess what? Guess who scored a takedown? Guess who got points, even though it wasn't in the official match? Okay, guess who got points on Pat Downey? Shit, my man secured a takedown on Pat Downey. Okay, a takedown on Pat Downey. So Joaquin, ready. We ready for it all. Give us the opportunity, and we finna make the most of it. HD, a fully fit Gary couldn't even beat Shavkat. He fought his last 3 fights injured, and he slept Magny. Wonder Boy. Buckley called out Usman, saying he will beat the old man. No knees, and what happened to Buckley? That's all right, HT. That's all right. Like I said, it's a blessing in disguise. It happened. It happened. We learned from it. We evolved from it. And now we want Shavkat to prove that we are still right here at the top of the welterweight division. The dark horse at 170. Joaquin. New money. New Mansa Buckley. Buck needs 6 months of just wrestling. Shit. He's had 6 months off. He fought in June. So hopefully he's been fucking wrestling. He just competed with Pat Downey, so he definitely been training wrestling solely for like a month or so. And like I said, Pat Downey offered to train with him. I'll pull up the video. Pat offered to train with Joaquin. I think they should do it. I know Joaquin was asking for a rematch and shit like that, but honestly. Let me finish that sentence. But honestly, no rematch, bro. Focus on the fighting. We did this shit already. You don't even need to work on the rematch. You and Pat just become boys and train together. Okay? Just become boys and train together. Fuck it, bro. You're on a destiny to become a world champion. You don't need to run it back with Pat Downey. It was good experience. You're going to take that into your next fight. Let bygones be bygones with Pat. Start training with him. Have him help you get ready for Shavkat. Okay? But listen to their interaction after their match.
Oh, Pat, what was that, man?
And this is proof. This is proof that Joaquin got a takedown on Pat.
Hey, you ain't stick to the agreement, bro. How so? No turns, bro. No holding, no bullshit. You started coming out with all that. I was like, oh, let me get my hands locked. Nah, you did a great job initially, though. Yeah. What my counter? Counter. 0-12-0. Come on, bro. Be honest. 12-0, bro. I didn't score. I can see you getting a point there for the counter. On my double over, you say yeah, first round. I can see a point. No, I'm saying I can see a ref awarding a point there, but it's my action. You know what I'm saying? If you were sure like any type of initiation there, you got your ass out like that. You got to step in there. You got hips. You got bless. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So you gonna bless me with a full camp? You want to get a camp in? Honestly, bro. No, I'll give you some real work. Like you can actually cover the skill gaps. I will. I appreciate about sink finishes. But no, body lock. That's beautiful. But I'm talking about out there, full camp. Me and you run it back. You want to run it back with a full? You got to earn this one. You got to earn this. Okay. I fuck with it. You get a win. I get a win. You get a win. I get a win. You get a win, and I got you a rematch. That's all we needed, bro. And I'll give you a camp. You want to actually grab it for real? Like I'll get you a training camp. I'll come with you. Let's get it. If you going, let's get it.
Come on now. I know Buck wants to run it back, but come on now. Pat Downey offered not once, but twice to help him out for his next fight. Not once, but twice. Joaquin, if you see this, if you're watching right now, take him up on that motherfucking offer, homie. Take him up on it. Okay. Let me show you guys a quick clip of Merab saying he's guaranteed the next title shot, and then we'll watch the Andrew Tate and Chase Demoor face-to-face. And honestly, the UFC is so fucking annoying for not doing face-to-faces, like genuinely. I don't know like how they don't see that would help promote fights. Oh wait, I forgot. They don't promote fights anymore, right? Shit, I almost forgot. Oh, and by the way, haven't watched this podcast with Joe and Brendan Allen, but for some reason I already know everything they talked about. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? I haven't seen this interview with Brendan Allen and Joe Rogan, but I already know everything they talked about. Once you've seen one Joe Rogan MMA show, you've seen them all. Once you've seen one Joe Rogan MMA show, you've seen them all, boys. Don't even waste your time. He's just going to talk about everything like, you know, fighting in open arenas, on basketball courts and shit like that. It's just ridiculous. Oh, how back of the head shots should be allowed and weird shit like that. Like Joe fucking tripping all the time. Yes, I didn't misspeak there. Joe literally thinks that back of the head shot should be allowed. Miata Boy, also, what was that thing you wanted me to react to again, homie? Buck is taking that O. Shout out to Miata Boy. We taking that fucking O. Miata Boy, I'm trying to find, Miata Boy, you want to drop it in here again, the video you wanted me to check out? Yeah, I think I lost it. There's been too many chats. It's gone now. Joe talked about leg kicks for 25 minutes. Fucking insufferable, homie. Insufferable. Oh, America First. I got a dozen pistachio donuts on Buck. Any takers? Shout out America First. Let's go. We ride in with Buck. HTJ, we bet $100 and I donate my winning to you, okay? Alright, HT, alright. You got yourself a bet, homie. You got yourself a bet. HT says... Oh no, Miata Boy says he needs to train with Pat 6 months just wrestling and BJJ because I'm telling you he can fix everything. No, I agree, Miata Boy. I agree. Bro, Pat Downey is taking down Shavkat all day, every day, and twice on fucking Sunday. Okay? 100,000%. Pat Downey, a great wrestler. Great wrestler. And if you guys want to check out some Pat Downey interviews, I do have them on the channel. Okay? Shout out to Pat Downey, by the way. Much love, homie. Okay, here's Merab. Merab says the UFC called him and guaranteed that his next fight will be for the belt. They probably want to do the fight in the summer, but I don't want to wait until the summer. Maybe in the spring and April will be good. Okay, so he doesn't even want 6 months off. He wants like 4 months off. I mean, for Morab, 4 months is basically 6 months. If he wants to run in April, that's fine. That means Peter Yan won't be defending it against anyone else but him first. Yeah, immediate rematch. If Morab wants to run it in April, okay. Okay. Miata Boy, I watched about 19 minutes of it. It's good. Miata Boy, you talking about Joe Rogan and Brendan Allen's podcast or what? Miata Boy, Tyler Oliveira goes nuclear on secrets of the elites and mass immigration by Julian Dory podcast. Okay, we'll check that out at the end then. We'll check that out at the end, Miata Boy. Shavkat about to go train with Habib, your boy Brandon. Shout out to Shavkat. Maybe. He ain't gonna get no good wrestling work at Kill Cliff, that's for damn sure. That's for damn sure. Pat Downey's gonna give Joaquin better work than that. Okay, let's watch this video though real quick.
UFC-მ დამიკავშირდა და მითხრა რომ გთხოვ დაისვენე რამდენი ხანით შენ გინდა შემდეგ ბრძოლობ კამარზე.
Sorry, my bad. 1 second. I didn't know he's speaking in fucking Georgian. Here's the subtitles on it.
UFC-მ დამიკავშირდა და მითხრა რომ გთხოვ დაისვენე რამდენი ხანით შენ გინდა შემდეგ ბრძოლობ კამარზე იანთან რევანში დაისვენე რამდენი დროც გინდა აიღე და როცა მზად იქნები დაგვირეკე და სავარაუდოდ მათ უნდათ ბრძოლა გამართონ ზაფხულში მაგრამ მე არ მინდა ზაფხულამდე მოცდა მე აი კიდე გემები გარდა ნაკაწრებისა ამ ბრძოლიდან მნიშვნელოვანი ტრავმა არ მიმიღია რა და მოკლედ მე ადრე მაწყობს ზოლის დანიშნა და ალბათ რა ვიცი გაზაფხულზე ანა აპრილში რავი მოკლედ კარგი იქნება თუ დამეშ თუ არა და შეიძლება ბრძოლა დანიშნოს ზაფხულში UFC-მ დამიკავშირე
Okay, there we go. So Merab, if you want to return in April, shit, no worries, homie. Also, Charles Oliveira believes he'll be next in line for a title shot with a win over Max Holloway. Kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. With all due respect, I sell much more than the two who are going to fight for the interim title. I'm going to put on a great fight, and I'm going to win this fight. And if it's a great fight and I win, I think I'll burst the bubble and I'll be next in line for the title again. To be honest with you, I think the winner of Max vs. Charles is going to fight Arman. That's my prediction. Winner of Max vs. Charles is going to fight Arman. Although the only thing that kind of holds that up is Arman really ain't BMF belt material. So, you know, Arman might not even get that opportunity. Crazy, though. Crazy. Okay, let's watch the... Oh, it looks like Peter Yan doesn't even control his Twitter. Do Bronx versus Patty. I mean, shit, I could see that. I wouldn't mind that, Miata boy. Peter, when asked about his friendly exchanges with Merab Dvalishvili post UFC 323, what friendly exchanges? Where? Ah, Twitter. My manager Sayat does my Twitter. It's he who talks to Merab there. Could you and Merab be friends and train together? No, I don't think we'll be friends. Okay. It's a sad day when nobody cares about Joe Rogan's opinion on fighting anymore, isn't it? Like, literally, I can't even be bothered. Oh, also, Kron Gracie spoke on the Derek Moneyberg black belt situation. Let's watch this, and then I promise we'll do the Andrew Tate, Chase Demoor face-to-face.
That I didn't agree with.
Okay.
And even before this guy got his black belt, there was a lot of people getting black belts that I didn't agree with.
Okay.
And I thought in my head, I was like, oh man, maybe I should just give all my students black belts and just cause an inflation in the whole game. Obviously, I never did that, and I wouldn't do that, but that's kind of like what my grandfather was wearing a blue belt. You know, when he got to his later years of life, he was wearing a blue belt. And he was like, oh yeah, these guys are all wearing red belts. They don't deserve the red belt. I'm going to wear a blue belt because, you know, these guys. So it just goes to show it's not just now that people have been wearing belts that they don't deserve or that there is this doubt. And really what matters is your skills and your training. And that's what matters. The belts help some here and there, and it shows some people some sort of achievement, but really what matters is when you go to train, what's happening? How are you learning? How are you getting better? What are you doing? Are you giving up? Are you getting tapped? Are you doing this? Are you getting out? Those things are what really matters. And I really just stopped putting too much attention into the belt in general. So much to where there was a time in my gym where I didn't give anybody belts. I just was too worried about my training and my competition and my life. And so people would come up to me, oh, this guy needs to be training. And then after running a business, you're like, okay, fine, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll give these guys the belts. But there was a solid chunk of my life where I was not giving anybody belts, not because I didn't care or didn't look, but I was so focused on my training. And no one was like, wow. I'm like, whoa, this guy is so impressive. I need to give you a belt, you know? Because I was not even impressed with myself, so.
Okay. Shout out to Kron for that. I like that take, honestly. And I think Chase Hooper just said the same thing, or he echoed the point. And he said, the black belt in itself means nothing. It's just a piece of fabric you can buy on Amazon. The beauty of jiu-jitsu is that training in the gym and rolling instantly reveals who is actually a black belt and who is just wearing one. Yeah, and I think we all know by now, Derek Moneyberg getting his ass beat up in the gym, In fact, he ducks that. He ducks the ass beatings. That's why he fucking only rolls with Gordon Ryan and all the people he pays. And then he says, oh, I just want to train with the best. You're coping, homie. You're coping, homie. You only pay these guys to train with them so it can be an appeal to authority for everybody else watching. And you're too scared to fucking roll with regular people in the gym because a 14-year-old's going to fucking submit you. A 14-year-old. Straight the fuck up. A 14-year-old blue belt would submit you, homie. So that's really all that matters. I'm glad they said that. That truly is all that matters. And he don't got no competition experience. But he's the quickest black belt in history. You can't make this shit up, bro. No competition experience, quickest black belt in history. Insanity. Damn, Soda Pop. We might have to react to this video instead, bro. Not Soda Pop, my bad. Miata Boy. We might have to react to this video. Why the media is trying to destroy Joe Rogan. This might be a little bit better. This was not on the agenda today, but it might be now. Patrick Galvia, he makes good content if you guys are familiar. Okay, we'll watch the Andrew Tate and Chase Demoor face-off. But I got something in the freezer. I hope that shit's not frozen yet. It probably fucking is. It definitely is. It's been 2 hours. Give me 1 second. Rhett, Jacob, do you do jiu-jitsu still? I saw your video of your match one time. Oh, yeah. Rhett, I don't train anymore. I don't train anymore. I had to get my money up. That's why, bro. But, you know, eventually I'll go back to training for sure. Sometimes I have ideas of just popping into like a 10th planet and just rolling. But I don't really got that much time. Because I'd be streaming like 5 hours fucking every day. Or close to it. See Pete calling for a collab. Also, you think JJ might have an alcohol problem. Definitely has an alcohol problem, see Pete. Definitely has an alcohol problem, homie. Definitely. Okay, Miata Boy saying, I've watched that video. It's okay. They just talk about the news, talking about the COVID stuff, and I don't know. It's okay. But I don't know. I didn't like the ending. All right, Miata Boy, I got you. Maybe we'll watch a few minutes and see what they say. Topuria Sr. versus Talbot. Griff. Topuria is at 155, and Talbot's at 135, Griff. Are you the same one who said something crazy earlier? Oh, no, you said something educated earlier. Oh, no, you didn't. You said something crazy. Griff said Buckley Dark Horse status has been transferred to Oral by the true Dark Horse. Bro, what the hell are you talking about, Griff? You tripping. You tripping, homie. Red, did you see that video of Strickland ranting about Hamzat? Joe who? That stuffed bloated turkey? Shit, he got that steroid gut America first. Joe got that steroid gut and he did not like it when Theo Von made that joke. Never forget when Theo Von made that joke and Joe was like, oh. Joe didn't know what to say. Oh, Topuria. Okay. He's talking about his brother. He's at 35. Yeah. Alexandre versus Peyton Talbot. I would be down to see that, Griff. Why wouldn't you just say Alexandre? Topuria Sr. Yeah, Alexandre versus, he talking about Topuria. I got you, boys. I got you. Thank you. Griff even said it too. Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'd be down to see that. Tuxedo has some ideas for the channel. What's poppin', Tuxedo? Let me know. Let me know. I was talking to Saxby in the chat last night, and we agreed we're going to do some tier lists. During the off-season, we're going to do some tier lists for sure. We could do stuff like, well, I actually already got it done. We did one during the Fight Companion on Saturday, which was best press conference moments of all time. But we could do like, you know, top 10 UFC middleweights, like all of that kind of stuff. You know, top 5 people to sign. Top 5 trash talkers in the UFC. Top 5 strikers. We could do all kinds of stuff like that. Miata Boy saying he's not even ranked. We're talking about Alexandre. I get it. If he's not ranked and it doesn't deserve a Payton fight, then so be it. But everything aside, I think it would still be a cool fight. CP, yeah, the whole time I was thinking it seems like both situations with Jamahal and JJ revolved around alcohol. Yeah, but it clearly seems like Joanna's the drunk. CP, that's what I would say. I don't even know how drunk Jamahal was, but definitely I get drunk vibes from Joanna. Definitely. She should watch out for that. She should be careful. Top 10 presser moments. Rhett, we did that on Saturday. That was the best one. That was actually fire.
Folks,
if I get time, I'm going to try to make a video on that because we already got the top 10. All I need to do is pull up those press conferences, screen record the fucking the segments, and then just put it all into one video. I feel like that'll go viral. All right. Andrew Tate, Chase Demoor, face-to-face. Let's see it. JJ would get slept. She would. She lucky she didn't. Okay.
folks, December 20th, Misfits makes its way to the City of Gold right here in Dubai for Misfits Mania Fight Before Christmas. Its main event is headlined by two heavyweights with insane personalities, but in the ring, they're going to show their stuff. First, making his way back to the fight game, Andrew Cobra Tate, multiple-time world champion kickboxer, multiple-time high-level fighter. It's been a long time, but he's coming right here.
Multiple-time high-level fighter. Buddy. Multiple-time high-level fighter is the weirdest thing I ever heard. It's not the only weird thing homie gonna say in this press conference or this face-to-face.
To Misfits. He takes on the Misfits heavyweight champion, the GOAT.
Only 5 seconds passed and he already saying something else out of pocket, calling Chase Demoor the GOAT. The GOAT of what exactly? Just because he calls himself the GOAT, Mr. Wade, does not mean you have to. Okay? Let him do it, not you, bro. Don't be selling no wolf tickets.
Chase Demoor. He'll be live on Rumble Premium, but today is the face-off. Andrew, we'll start with you. Welcome back.
I got you, Miata boy. I'll trust you. We'll watch it. We'll take a look. We will take a look. Who's Chase Demoor? Shit, I don't know. We about to find out. Eli, he was just nervous when he said that. I laughed at that shit too. It's like, what the hell? Multiple-time high-level fighter? The hell's going on here? The GOAT. Shout out to Griff. Griff, subscribe, homie. Make sure you subscribe. And as a matter of fact, that's a friendly reminder to everybody. Subscribe. If you're not subscribed, like the video as well. Help me out and like the video. I don't even know how many likes we got, but run up the likes, boys. Who's Chase Demoor? Griff says the GOAT. Tuxedo, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he fighting this nobody? Tuxedo, you said you have an idea for the channel, but then you didn't follow that up, so I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Andrew does get real intense at the end, though. Straight up, Eli. He straight warned him. He straight warned him. Don't underestimate me. I'm not no fucking idiot. Shout out to Andrew. Andrew fell off fighting this dude. Shit, at least he's fighting. At least he's fighting.
Is that welcome back to Dubai or welcome back to fighting?
Whatever you'd like it to be. We're glad to have you here on Misfits, but the fight game has been yours for a very long time.
I never really left.
Yeah.
You know, I was training all of the time. I've lived in the gym. I've always loved the sport. I was locked in my house for 3 long years with nothing to do but train.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to eventually getting back involved in things. I wasn't sure if it was going to be MMA or boxing. But this is my first boxing match. And I decided to take on the champ. So I'm very excited.
Walk me through that decision. Why Chase Demoor? Why the champ? Why the GOAT?
I was speaking to Mams at Misfits for a while. I understood I had to become the CEO and take KSI's job. And then once that was done, we were talking about the roster of fighters. We want to become the biggest sports promotion in the world. And I think the best way to test the quality of our champions is to do it myself. So I thought, he's a heavyweight champion. I want to be the heavyweight champion. Let's fight the heavyweight champion. It's not anything personal against Chase. He dislikes me, it seems. That's up to him. I'd fight anyone who had the belt. It's Chase. If it was someone else, I'd fight them. And I'm here to perform. I've trained 100%. I feel fantastic. In fact, I'm actually very surprised by how well training has gone because I had some old injuries from long ago that have not flared back up. So I feel fantastic. And I'm there to perform on the night. I'm very, very excited.
Chase, he says it's not personal. Do you think it's personal?
No, 100% it's not personal. This is the fight game. This is a part of it. And, the thing is Andrew, they say, don't meet your heroes. I really like Andrew Tate, obviously. He actually got me through a lot of when I had the viral miss swing. Used to listen to him on podcasts, listen to him a lot. I am the definition of the young men that this man inspires. But it's one of those cases where it's like a full circle moment where the young generation that he inspired has to come back. And unfortunately, he's going to have to answer for every bit of inspiration that he's instilled upon me. So nothing personal, but many have come, many have failed. I'm still the champ. 8 consecutive knockouts. Haven't seen the canvas. I'm all right.
Well, it's good that Chase believes in himself because it wouldn't be a very interesting fight if he didn't. And it wouldn't be a very interesting fight if he wasn't training his best and believed he was going to win. And it wouldn't be a very interesting fight unless he was on Twitter running his mouth and trying to self-hypnotize himself that he's going to win and sitting there and talking and endlessly talking about how he's going to definitely win and he has nothing to worry about and I'm old and I'm coming back and all this crap. That's what makes the fight interesting. So I'm very glad he's doing that as opposed to saying nothing. It's good for the brand. It's good for the video when I win. It's good for everything. So I'm very, very excited for the event. And perhaps I've just been in the game too long. But after 80 something fights, I understand that tweets don't matter and talking doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. It's all bullshit. What matters is the day. I've been interested in the day. I'm not interested in anything else.
Chase, he says none of that talking you're doing matters. It almost seems like he thinks all that talking is insecurity coming from you.
I have a lot of people call it insecurity, but I've been in this fight game for a few years now, and I've never shut my mouth. I always say one day I'm going to find out. I've been trying to test the theory. I've called out much bigger people than, a 4-3 light heavyweight. All credit to him for winning a kickboxing championship however many decades ago in some promotion I've never heard of. But this is the real world. You're going up against a much bigger, heavier, taller, longer, faster, stronger individual. And I don't think that you're fast enough. I think that your IQ is fallen off a bit. You might have all the experience, 80 something fights, but I think the first thing that goes is your reflexes. I know you have a torn bicep. I know I've seen clips with your eyes. I've seen the pads. I've seen all of that. I just don't think you're a phenomenal enough athlete anymore to step in the ring with somebody like me.
Then why are you still nervous?
Oh, I'm not nervous at all. I'm excited. I'm raving about this. This is the moment where I tell people, in order to create stars, you got to give them a star moment. You've done a great job being the most Googled man on the earth and all this and that. But here's the thing is in order to get to your level, you have to beat people at your level. And I think a lot of...
I've never seen somebody's face as thin as this man's. Like, you can see all the fucking, it's crazy. I don't know if he's, super weight drained or what, but I don't know. I'm, seeing all of his jaw movement every time he fucking opens his mouth.
People are giving you credit because you did win a lot of fights a decade ago when I was in high school and had a bedtime. That's not the case anymore, I know you got all the Bugattis and stuff, but listen, I'm coming for those Bugattis. I got a lot more to gain and you have a lot more to lose than I do, so.
He's probably right there. I'm a very objective person. He has a lot more to gain and I have a lot more to lose. I've given an effective, without disrespect, nobody a chance. And I've done that because I believe that I need to test myself and I want to see the quality of the roster on Misfits. So he's right. And
By the way, I read a comment speaking to Griff's comment saying, bro wearing sunglasses in a pitch black room. I saw somebody comment saying, Spy Kids 3D looking at glasses. Spy Kids 3D looking ass glasses is too fucking accurate, bro. But Chase Demoor gonna be like, oh, these are Balenciagas, bro. We don't care about the name brand. They fucking are ugly as hell. Mike Coe says he used to be much muscular. Probably. He was like a football player and shit, so maybe he lost a lot of weight. That would make sense as to why his jaw is so fucking out there. Miata Boy is cutting 40 pounds. That's true. That's true. So he's definitely weight drained. Tate's going to school him. I hope so, Rhett. I hope so. I'm going to be annoyed if he doesn't. I'm definitely going to be annoyed, but I think he definitely will school him. I think Chase Demoor is selling bullshit-ass tickets. Saying whatever he can to hype himself up, but I don't even think he believes it. Based off what I've seen from his fighting, there's no way he could believe the things he's saying.
Brand perhaps is based on taking the biggest possible risks and putting my money where my mouth is and struggling and suffering and showing that I'm really about it. You know, to be top G and run your mouth and say certain things is very different than show up on the day and actually perform. So he's right about that. I have a lot to lose. He has it all to gain. When he's knocked out, he doesn't lose anything. It doesn't matter. It's all, you know, on me. But I understood that before I accepted the fight. And I also understand what he's saying. I mean, a lot of that would have been discussed in his camp, the cope, right? You know, he's old and he doesn't train anymore and his biceps torn and he hasn't fought for a long time and he's not a boxer. All that cope, they would have been throwing around for a very long time. But we're going to see on the night, and I think a lot of people who believe in Chase, there's a lot of people on the internet who believe in him, which actually I find quite refreshing. I'd be very upset if everyone said this was going to be one-sided. I don't want that.
Rhett, the Grinch movie is not bad, homie. I figured I'd just fucking answer that. The Grinch movie, not bad, homie. You could watch it if you want to. It's nothing crazy, but shit. It's not a bad cartoon to watch. I wouldn't watch like the real life version. I'd watch the cartoon version. Tuxedo, thanks for a $2 dono, homie. You said my idea is you get backgrounds like Dr. Disrespect. Huh. All right, I'll look up Dr. Disrespect while this is playing. But thank you, Tuxedo. I'm working on it. I wanted to change the setup today, but it's just like, bro, my living room is too messy to like set it up right now. That's the truth. I wanted to set up a different type of studio type thing in the living room today, but it was too messy to even fucking start. I got like mail all over the counter and shit. I gotta sift through that shit before I throw it away. But I'll take a look, Tuxedo. Thank you for the suggestion. Like background effects. Okay, all right. I got a green screen behind me, actually. I could pull that up. Dr. Disrespect. I'll look into it. Still can't believe Jan is champ. Jim Carrey's Grinch goes hard. Okay, Eric. Well, shit. Maybe you could watch the Jim Carrey one. I don't know. I haven't watched the Grinch since I was like fucking, I don't know, 8 years old, 9 years old. Random, but I was just wondering. No worries, Rhett. No worries at all. Chase plus 275 underdog. Shit. Sounds about right to me. Actually, it sounds a little bit steep. Maybe make the background like a cyberpunk background. Okay, Tuxedo, I'll take a look. Dr. Disrespect. I'm gonna look right now. You have a pick for Hernandez versus Johnson? Yeah, Michael Johnson, Griff. Michael Johnson, hopefully. Hopefully he's not too old, but I'll go with Michael Johnson. If it was prime Johnson versus Hernandez in his prime, it would be Johnson. My only worry is Johnson's too old now.
I want people to believe he's going to beat me. I don't want people to be surprised on the night because, you know, I've beaten bigger things than Chase. And I've beaten bigger men than Chase. And I've fought people with a lot more experience than Chase. And I've fought things outside of the ring much bigger than Chase. So I'm very, very excited to fight him.
We just did a face-to-face out in the desert in front of these insane supercars. I was way out of place, but you two were right at home. We got to see each other sized up the first time. Chase, what did you see when you looked across?
I saw a guy that bit off more than he can chew. I think he didn't realize the scope of what he was getting into. I've fought in Giants and Kells. I've fought in experienced kickboxers and Tang Tolman, and they've all ended the same. He has nothing that I've not seen before. In fact, he's actually probably the smallest guy I've fought. The thing is we don't look at size. We don't look at technique. We don't look at anything. The only thing I look at is can he punch and can he take a punch? I've seen him quit in his fights. I've seen him get punched. I've seen him have eye problem, black eyes against guys like Fez Batista and Warren Spencer. Those guys aren't getting the job done. And I think that the guys that I train with, the guys that I spar with, the camp that I've had, I was so confident going into it that I knew I was going to win that fight as soon as they sent me the contract that he signed it. I could not believe it myself. So,
Do you think Andrew's underestimating you?
100%. I think Andrew's looking at me like I'm like a Jake Paul or a KSI or some YouTuber that doesn't train. The thing is like if anybody has a bigger ego, it's me. I had the miss swing that went.
Clearly, bro. Clearly, you just compared yourself to Jake Paul as if you're better than Jake Paul. That's insane, homie. That's absolutely insane. Jake Paul would fucking knock you out so quick, it's not even funny. Don't ever compare yourself to Jake Paul again, ever in your life.
Around the world that everybody laughed at me. You know, I've spent to this day listening to people laugh at me and judge me.
Tuxedo, this dude is like a reality TV star. He was like on Love Island or some shit. He was on Love Island, turned into some type of boxer. He's the guy who threw the water bottle, who Nate Diaz threw the water bottle at. So that's who Chase Demoor is. Andrew Tate should fight Jake Paul. Well, shit, if he beats Chase Demoor, he might want to call out Jake Paul. But I'm warning Andrew Tate right now, he don't want that. He do not fucking want that. Jake Paul would absolutely annihilate both of these men. I'm glad Jan is champion. He's the rightful owner of the bantamweight belt. Shout out to Peter Jan. Red, Jake Paul would beat Andrew. I think I would want Andrew to win, though. Yeah. Nah, Jake is definitely beating both these dudes' asses.
Off of that fight, and Andrew, as much credit as I will give him, is the first person to say that he's probably improved since then, but everybody is constantly throwing that clip at me. So I have broken my body, my face, my ego, everything to improve from that clip. And I stay active. This year alone, I fought 10 times, you know, and I think that that is going to play a huge advantage to me because he might be experienced with all of his fights, but experienced how many decades ago? I don't think that in 3 months of a training camp, he is going to be able to be the same 28, 29-year-old Andrew Tate that he was. So he is top G, but I want to see how top G that top G is. And I will be testing that on December 20th.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I could have gone down to Tijuana and fought some cans. I didn't. I mean, I could have, without disrespect. I could have very easily gone to Tijuana and fought 5 times in a day and smoked them all.
And well, you did that on your YouTube video.
Which YouTube videos?
The one where you fought 30 dudes that paid to come fight you.
Well, that wasn't training for a fight. That was something else. I mean, we're talking about professional records here, right? And I'm saying that I understand you've been active, and you're right. I haven't had a professional fight in quite a few years. What you're saying is factually correct. The reason I'm not intimidated by it is because you're fighting people in Mexico who are paid to lose. But it's still good experience for you. I mean, you're a new fighter. I don't consider you a YouTuber. I do consider you a fighter. I think you're an active fighter, and I think you take the sport seriously. I think you've dedicated yourself. I definitely think you've improved. I think you have a good training camp. I think you believe in yourself. I think you've taken this opportunity very, very seriously. And I've done absolutely the same thing. And I think that on the night, my experience is going to play through. I've been in there so many times. I've dealt with all kinds of people. I understand that Chase has, you know, he leaves his left hand out and he lines up the big right and he moves backwards, and he's been doing the same thing in sparring in LA. And I understand that I could easily walk into a right hand. I know exactly how he's going to try and beat me. And we've done our very best to prepare for it. And I'm excited for the night. I think at this point now, after such a long camp, it's almost like we're just itching to fight.
I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, if we could move the event to tonight, I'd do it. Like there's only 2 weeks left. There's no training that's going to matter now.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of getting in there and getting it done. If there was a ring outside and we could go fight right now, I'd just go and fight right now. Yeah. So I'm very excited to get back in there. I didn't have to do this. I don't need fame.
Yeah.
I don't need followers. I don't need money. So I did this because there's a fire in my heart. And it's not because, you know, I need to pay the bills. It's not because I need to try and stay relevant. It's because there's a genuine fire in my heart. And that's what's going to show on the night.
Real quick, Jew says, the fact I dislike Jamal but still can side with him on this. Facts, though. Facts. Facts. And then Jew said, how old is Top G? I just looked it up. Top G's 39 years old. So Chase Demoor saying, like, how many decades ago did he fucking, like, win these fights? Bro, you acting like Andrew Tate's 50, bro. He hasn't fought in, like, probably 10 years. So, like, maybe call it 1 decade ago. A decade and a half. What else? There's another comment. Oh, Jacob, did you play any sports from Red? Yeah, I played like a bunch of sports. But mostly, I just fucking, let's see. When I was like young, I played baseball, Rhett. When I was like young, you feel me? I played baseball all the way till like high school. And then when I was a freshman, I played football. And then I wrestled too. And then, what else did I do? Oh, and then also, yeah, I used to train jiu-jitsu too. So what is that? I don't know. A few sports that I used to do. I played basketball with the homies, but I never was like on a team or anything like that. But that's about it, Rhett. That's about it. Wrestling, football, baseball, and jiu-jitsu. Oh, and Rhett asking, do you think Jake beats AJ? He could, Rhett. It sounds crazy, but he could. He could. Just because AJ's past his prime, but I think AJ gonna flatline his ass. But don't be surprised if he does beat AJ for some odd, weird reason. But I think AJ gonna flatline him. Jake Paul's a dead man walking. Tuxedo Mask, thank you for the $2 dono, homie. You said this is a humiliation ritual for Tate. Potentially. Potentially. We'll see where Tate goes from here. That'll be interesting to see. Where's Tate going to go from here? By the way, all these dudes wearing black in a black room. Somebody should have worn a white tee. Just saying. Rhett, I think Jake gets it done. He definitely can. He definitely can. AJ coming off a knockout loss, that's why. He doesn't have the belts anymore. Jew, Chase is right. A 39 top G ain't going to look better than a 29 top G. That would be facts. For anybody. For anybody. But 39-year-old top G might still be able to beat his ass. We will see.
Chase, he says there's a fire in his heart, but he's already reached the top of the game. Do you feel like that breeds complacency? Do you feel like you want this more than he does?
Yeah, I feel like honestly that's going to be his biggest downfall. I think that the guys that he's in there with are a bunch of yes men that are telling him that he's a fast puncher, he's a strong puncher. But the thing is, he doesn't understand. I played professional football. There's a much bigger, much harder hitting people in that sport. Granted, it's not combat sports, but he's also speaking about his experience in the ring. He's a kickboxer. It's different when you can throw kicks and use both sides. That switch stance that he does, I don't think is going to work. That chin in the air I got a long reach, man. Like I could reach across this room if I wanted to. And I think that on the night, he's going to go in there and he's going to have a lot of pressure on him. This is his first fight since he's come into the limelight, obviously. So everybody's expecting him to win. I am the plus 275 underdog in this fight. And I laughed every night with my friends and my family because they understand the camp, they understand the level of opposition that I train against, and they understand that if there's one thing about me is I have zero quit in me. So I just don't feel like he still has the power or the speed to stop me for 6 rounds. I asked for 10, he insists on 6. It wasn't my weight clause. I didn't pick any of that. I just said, give Mr. Tate whatever he wants, just put him in the ring in front of me and I'll handle the rest.
Why do you think all that was negotiated, not 10, 6, weight, rehydration, all that? Why do you think that is?
Oh, it's Andrew Tate. He's one of the smartest businessmen in the world. The guy knows what he's doing. He's got a whole legacy. He's got the real world. He's got the whole thing. But the thing is the Matrix called me up and said, I'm going to go dispatch with him. They couldn't do it, so they sent me in there to do it. And they said, listen, you have one thing we need you to do. We need you to fight the fridge first, and then you go fight Tate. I said, all right, listen, I'll go handle the fridge. I'll handle the McDonald's afterwards, all right? So we'll go dispatch of him and then go dispatch of a couple Big Macs.
Another Matrix attack. Andrew, he keeps talking about your camp and how you're bringing the wrong guys in. You're boxing a bunch of small guys. It's not going to prepare you. What's he got wrong about what you're doing?
Well, of course, I'm going to spar people who are taller than me. Of course, some of them are in this room.
And you've shown a lot of it.
Yeah, I've shown quite a bit, but I haven't shown all of it, of course. Of course, I'm going to spar people of all different abilities and sizes. I'm going to show certain parts of my camp on the internet and certain parts I'm not going to show. I've learned from experience, I've seen it myself plenty of times. You think you know somebody's camp, you think you watch their videos, you think you understand what's going on. It's obviously very different behind the scenes. So I'm not concerned about what he thinks he knows. We've prepared fully, completely. Like I said, the only concerns I had before signing this contract were my own personal concerns with old injuries, which have not come back at all. I feel 100%. I have no excuses for how I perform on the night. I feel fantastic. I genuinely feel in the best shape of my life. This is the first time I've ever trained for a fight with the kind of money I have now and the kind of resources I have now. the kind of capabilities for recovery and things I have now. So I really, truly feel amazing. I'm very glad that he believes that I've accepted a fight against a 6'6" opponent and then been sparring people.
Tuxedo, I read that shit, homie. I read that shit. This a humiliation ritual for Tate. I liked it. I said shout out to Tuxedo. Thank you for the dono. Unless you donated again and it didn't come through. But I read that shit, homie. Let me see. Yeah, I think I read them all. Nah, yeah, we're good. We're good, Tuxedo. I didn't miss anything. Shit, I can't wait for my new mic to come in, boys. I'm telling you boys that right now. Oh, you got a comment on it. I need commentary. A breakdown. A breakdown of the humiliation ritual. I don't think it's necessarily a humiliation ritual. Although I do see what you're saying about it. You know, it is kind of funny seeing Andrew Tate being paraded around with a guy like Chase Demoor, you feel me? It definitely makes him look a little bit worse. But I'm used to more embarrassing shit for humiliation rituals, you feel me? Like, if this was Andrew Tate's humiliation ritual, it wasn't good enough. They should have made it more embarrassing. They should have made it more humiliating. You feel me? Miata Boy says boxing is a fake fight. It's definitely not a full fight, right? It's definitely not a full fight.
We're 5'9". I mean, if he thinks I'm an idiot, then that's up to him. But I've of course prepared. He has a long reach. He's a young, strong guy with a long reach, and we've been preparing for exactly that. So he'll see on the night when he tries to hit me and he realizes it's not as easy as it is hitting these other people who stand around and lose, that it's going to be a very difficult night for him. It's going to be different than he expected.
Obviously, I've watched every person that he's fought in his camp. I've seen everybody. I don't think that Benny, the Glory kickboxer, is probably his best opposition. I watched his training with him. He takes it easy on him. But it's like if you're getting black eyes against guys that are much smaller or taking it easy on you in 16-ounce gloves and no headgear, what do you think is going to happen in 10-ounce gloves on fight night? I am very confident in my abilities. I've always been fast. It got me a shot in the NFL. It got me a shot in the pros. It got me a shot in boxing. I'm fast. I'm quick. I don't think that anybody in Romania, anybody in Dubai can mimic that. And the thing is like I have a cardio of a I don't even know. I could go 6, 12, 18 rounds at times. And obviously I watched his pad footage of his 39 minutes that he did on his birthday. And, you know, big credit to him. My mom is 48. So, I mean, like, if she could do that, I'd be impressed. He's almost there too. So I think, you know, big credit to him for getting in the ring, taking such a difficult challenge. I think he's doing it better than anybody else that would do it. And I think it's going to be his biggest downfall because I'm going to be the reason that nobody's ever going to take a risky fight again. So
let's do this. Because I'm interested now. You go they've talked about watching each other in camp. You kind of know what, or you think you know what's coming from each guy. Chase, walk me through the fight without giving, you know, all the secret sauce away. In your mind, the bell rings, main event right here in Dubai. What happens?
Yeah, I'm going to go out there. He's going to come in strong. He's going to be quick. He is known as the Cobra, but I just don't think that he's going to realize that when you have a much larger, heavier target moving towards you, after that rehydration is done and I bulk back up to 110 kgs, he's going to realize that all those punches are ineffective. The thing with heavyweight is like I don't need to hit him a whole lot. I just need to hit him once, and that's heavyweight boxing. Tank Tolman found out firsthand, knockout of the night. I've dropped every opposition. Nathan Maricon found out with his broken tooth through his lip, and I just think that when you get in there and the adrenaline's pumping and you have the pressure and you have all the lights, he's never been in that moment. I've been in that moment in 3 separate sports professionally: track and field, football, and of course boxing. And I think this is his first time not on Twitter. The Twitter followers, the Bugattis, all that stuff is not going to be in there fighting for him. And you know, hopefully when I'm done with him, I can buy my own Bugatti and I'm gonna make it red, just like what's gonna come out of his nose fight night. So
it's a lot there, Tate. Now, again, he says you've never experienced that kind of pressure, and there's some truth to that as far as the eyes that are on Misfits shows that in your pro career, you had a ton of pressure with world championships, but the eyes on this event.
Yeah, I fought K1 China, K1 Japan, but I understand what you're saying in terms of the Western world.
Yeah.
But those things don't really faze me. I mean, that's the whole point of experience in the fight game. The whole point of experience in the fight game is that you become very comfortable with these things. And he's right. There's no Twitter followers in the ring. There's no Big Addy in the ring. There's no Misfits followers and Misfits crowd in the ring. There's 2 men in the ring.
3.
2 men in the ring.
There's 3.
There's 2. There's you and I.
And the
that
referee.
I'm concerned about. And I'm worried about me and him. I'm not worried about, you know, the ref stepping in or anything like that. And I'm there to get the job done. I understand what he's saying, but it's obviously things I've thought about and my team have considered. And we're prepared for all of these things. We're prepared for the size of the event. We're prepared for the size of Chase. We're prepared for him to be 110 kilo. We've been sparring for that. We're preparing for that. And he's right. 1 shot is all we need at heavyweight boxing.
So let's do this. One final message to each other.
Andrew ready to knock Chase the fuck out. Andrew ready to knock Chase the fuck out. He goes, he's right. All you need is 1 shot. And I'm gonna land that 1 shot. All right, Tate. It's 3 3 men in the ring, LOL. These boys are arguing about stupid ass shit. It's 2 men, it's 3 men, it's 2 men, it's 3 men. Miata Boy, wait, can you elbow in boxing? No, Miata Boy, you can't. I saw your previous comment saying Chase needs to do MMA and not boxing. Boxing is fake fighting, throwaway elbow. You're not wrong. But a lot of these people who don't really know how to fight, that's where they go, boxing, you feel me? MMA, too much for them to learn. Unless you were like a high school wrestler type shit. Jude, Chase talks like he knows it all, but he low-key really sloppy. Facts. We all seen that fucking punch before. We all seen it. Rhett, what if this is Patty vs. Tony 2.0 where the Unk is fighting a young guy who everyone thinks sucks and the fight is cold-served mediocrity? Yeah, Rhett, that's what this fight gonna be. That is what this fight's gonna be. At least, I think. The only thing that would make me happy is if Andrew Tate knocks out Chase Demoor. Anything else would be annoying to watch, I think. Like, I don't want to see these guys fucking pillow fight for 6 rounds. You feel me? I want to see somebody get knocked the fuck out. Tuxedo says he's going to be the reason nobody ever takes a fight. Wait, let me read that again. He's going to be the reason nobody ever takes a risky fight. LOL, this guy is delusional. Yeah, he is, bro. He's fucking delusional. He says the craziest shit. Jude, Chase talks like he knows it all, but he low-key really sloppy. Facts. You can't get any goofball worse than Demoor to box Tate for that weight division. I get Tuxedo's Tate humiliation ritual. Me too. I get it. HT. Although I would, if it was a humiliation ritual, I would like it to be a bit more embarrassing. That's all I'm saying. Like, a humiliation ritual to me would be like Andrew Tate having to fight Jake Paul and get knocked the fuck out. That's like a true humiliation ritual. And then Jake Paul posting those AI edits of him kissing him on the lips and shit like he did with Tank. That's a true humiliation ritual. Rhett says, I just looked up a video of this guy and all the clips said he was fighting like he was underwater. Yeah, Chase Demoor kind of sucks at boxing. All you need to do is look at the highlights and you'll know. You will know. Tuxedo, it will be humiliating when he gets knocked out. Tuxedo, if Andrew Tate gets knocked out by Chase Demoor, okay, you were 100,000% right about the humiliation ritual. My only thing, I feel like Chase Demoor can't knock him out. You feel me? But we'll see. Jude, to be fair, you got to be kind of delusional. True. That is true, Jew. That is very true. Connor was delusional, right, Jew? Connor was delusional until he wasn't. And then he became delusional again. But yeah, very true, Jew. Very true. I like fighters who are a little bit delusional. You feel me? Maybe not Chase Demoor, but real fighters who got a little bit of delusion to them. I like it.
Chase, what do you got to say to Andrew one last time here?
After I knock you out, can I get a free membership to the real world?
I don't think you're going to knock me out, Chase. And truthfully, and I state this with respect for you, going in there believing you're going to knock me out easily is the biggest mistake you're ever going to make in your fucking life. I promise you that. I promise you. Don't think you're going to get in there and just knock me out easy like I'm a fucking idiot. Like I'm going to go in there and I've made some mistake and I've just signed a contract and haven't taken this seriously. I'm not a fucking idiot, Chase. You understand me? So I think you should take this a lot more seriously. Have a little bit more respect for me. I'm now your boss. I respect you as an opponent. I respect you as an athlete. And don't be walking through life saying, I'm going to knock Andrew out like it's nothing. Because it's not going to happen like you think it is.
Look how he's looking at him.
I'm going to knock Andrew out like it's nothing.
Look how he's looking at him, though. Andrew Tate. Come on, Tate. Come on, Tate. You can't lose to this fucking clown right here. You cannot, bro. This clown with the fucking goat on his necklace, like, please do not lose to this guy. His ego is going to skyrocket if he beats you. We cannot let that happen. Humiliation ritual or not, we cannot let this guy win. He's literally wearing a goat. Fucking iced out pendant. Like a clown. Eli, the elites don't use getting knocked out as a humiliation ritual. Shit. Give me an example then, Eli. I want to hear an example, homie. Give me an example. What would be a fitting humiliation ritual for Andrew Tate? Aaron Yeager saying, nah, he's lying about something.
Because it's not going to happen like you think it is.
Look, I was filming Love Island last week, so I'm good. My camp's completed. I was having Mai Tais on the beach. This job's done. December 20th. Good night, Andrew Tate. Top G. What happens when you send a cobra to a goat?
We done?
He ain't even fucking responded. But one more time, he goes, oh my God.
Good night, Andrew Tate. Top G. What happens when you send a cobra to a goat?
Top G, what happens when you send a cobra to a goat? Bro, a cobra is killing a goat. What the hell are you talking about, Chase Demoor? What, goats are like impenetrable to fucking a cobra's venom? You sound like an idiot, dude, with half the shit you say. Gosh, this video made me hate him a little bit more. Eli, they normally make you do some femme shit. You're right, Eli, you're right. You're right. Thanks for elaborating. So we got to see Tate in like a dress or something. All right. All right. I'm with you, Eli. I'm following. I am following, homie. Rhett, we cannot let Chase Demoor, a guy I found out about like 10 minutes ago, ego skyrocket. No, we cannot, Rhett. And I love the fact that you just found out about him 10 minutes ago. That would fucking humble his ass. Because he thinks the whole world knows who he is. Okay, we're done with this. Miata boy, I scoped out the video you're talking about. We can watch it, but I'm gonna have to get out of here a little bit early, so we can't do the full 3 hours, homie. But if there's a segment in that you want to see, or any of the boys want to see, let me know, and we can watch it real quick. But I think, what is it called again? Tyler Oliveira, Julian Dory. Shout out to Natan Levy's part of the country. Yeah, so this is 3 hour and 8-minute podcast. Too long. But they fucking clipped it up, which is just wonderful. Absolutely wonderful.
I was there actually for a different video.
Oh shit. Okay, maybe this was fate. Accidentally clicking on this video talking about the tunnels. I think that's what I want to learn about. Breaking silence on what he saw on Epstein Island. I don't know. I just feel like that's going to be bullshit. Like they're just going to be exaggerating shit. But that is the more viewed clip. Yeah, out of all the clips, that's the most viewed. But it's also the most clickbait. All right, boys. Which one you want? You want to watch Tyler Oliveira break silence on what he saw on Epstein Island? Or you want to see what Tyler Oliveira discovered in the hidden Brooklyn tunnels was shocking? We kind of already talked about, 9/11 last night, so maybe not. Ooh, the machine behind America's opioid collapse. This shit terrible. Secrets of the elite. The real reason you can't buy home, eh? Oh, Tyler Oliveira exposes the immigration lie no one is talking about. Tyler Oliveira be capping. Tuxedo 9/11. Yeah, the boys were chopping it up about 9/11 last night. Tyler is actually from my city too. Shout out to what's his name again? Tyler Oliveira. And shout out to you're from Sacramento, right, Jew? Shout out to Sacramento. 209, of course. Jew, is 209 like Lodi specific or what? Or all of Sacramento is 209? Probably not. Anyway, choose one of these two. What he saw on Epstein Island or hidden tunnels in Brooklyn. You know that shit was an inside job, right? Tuxedo, we were talking about that last night. Yes, I know. And I forget the guy's name, but whoever owns those buildings, he took out like another insurance policy, right? He took out another insurance policy right before, like a month before the planes hit it. So yes, check out last night's stream, Tuxedo. It seems like you missed it. Last night's stream, right up your alley, homie. Jew, Modesto, 209. Okay, I got you, Jew. I got you. My sister's husband, he from Modesto. He from Modesto. My sister lived there for a minute, like 2 years when she had her baby, but she moved back here. She didn't like it too much. Miata Boy, I watched 19 minutes. It's crazy, not gonna lie. No, I believe you. I believe you for sure. Sack is 916, I think. Okay, I got you. Tunnels in Brooklyn. Jew ever owns those buildings. Okay. I guess we'll do the tunnels then, since nobody else fucking suggested it but Tuxedo. Okay. We're gonna do tunnels, but give me like a minute. I gotta piss and shit like that. 209 is like most of the Central Valley, starts from like Merced and ends in Stockton. Okay. Alright, I got you. Makes sense. The Indians have poo throwing wars and throw shit at each other. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'll definitely tap into this on my own time once the stream's over. But let's do the tunnels. Let's check out the tunnels.
And
Come on, we're all curious about the tunnels, are we not? We're all curious about the damn tunnels. 2 minutes, boys, 2 minutes. Be right back. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. 1 minute, 2 minutes. Jew said he's off the Gorilla Mind energy drink at the gym right now. The cans go crazy too. I've never had one of the cans, Jew. I never had one of the cans before. But I see Luke Thomas always drinking the cans before his workout. But I will say, I'm not like do you, right? Do you? But I just want to be clear about something in case you don't know this. The Gorilla Mind energy drink, yeah, it's like loaded with caffeine, but it doesn't have that glycerol and the creatine and like potassium and sodium. It's lacking all that. That's what the Gorilla Mode has. So just in case you didn't know that, the Gorilla Mind, I think you do know that. I can tell you do know that based off how you wrote it. So I'm not going to keep explaining it. But shout out to Jew. Shit, listening to me at the gym, homie. Shout out to you, Jew. Much love. Tuxedo. Be careful with that shit. There's meth in it. Oh, talking to Jew. Is there really? All right. Let's watch it.
I was there actually for a different video where I hung out with some Hasidic Jews.
Doing
while I was
what?
filming.
Real estate?
Say that one more time.
Were you doing real estate with them or what?
Bro, Ricky, what the hell is your problem with more plates, more dates? Oh yeah, Jew, I got you. That's what I was telling you in case you didn't know. It's not the exact same thing. But I mean, it'll get the job done. But you feel me? You're gonna... The gorilla mode is better for the pump. You feel me? Like, you're actually gonna get a pump from the gorilla mode. But gorilla mind, it'll do the job. Like, sometimes I drink these bangs before the gym. If I'm out of a pre-workout, if I'm out of the powder and I'm waiting to get it shipped, I'll just drink a bang before the gym. It don't got none of that stuff I just mentioned either. But it definitely gets the job done. Yeah, Ricky fucking... Oh, he's a scam artist. Ricky, what the hell are you talking about? No, he's not. No, he's not, bro. I'm very fucking thorough with the shit I buy. And I haven't found a better pre-workout than more plates, more dates. But if he's a scam artist, explain it, homie. I want to know his scam. Tell me his scam that he did. More plates, more dates is sus. Why is he fucking sus, bro? I literally have got so much information from him. He gives out free info about how to bodybuild. Like, how the hell is he sus? I feel like pump off this too, though, not gonna lie, but it's not as strong. You put me on that glycerol, though. Shout out to Jew. I got you. I got you. Yeah, you're gonna get a pump from that for sure. It definitely helps. Better than nothing. But these boys be hating on, oh, he said trend turns you gay. Yeah, that's wild, bro. Ain't nothing gonna turn you gay but your fucking own mind. But your own mind. Shit, all the trend in the world couldn't get me to, you know what? You feel me? Trend never made me gay. Shit, you're right, Tuxedo. You're right about that. I didn't know he said that. Shit. Me all boy Jacob sold me TRT. Shout out to TRT Vitor. TRT Vitor. Knocked Luke Rockhold the fuck out. AD Kid, what's up, Jacob? What up, AD Kid? Good to see you. Hey, AD Kid, you're going to want to rewind the stream when it's done. I had a good reaction to Jamahal Hill. In case you've been waiting for a good reaction from me, you got it today. Jew says, one of my best friends started doing meth and went gay. You know what, Jew? Meth will definitely make you gay. Meth will definitely make you fucking gay. You guys, okay, remember I told you something about that guy that Bam Margera's homie, Brandon Novak, who did an interview on No Jumper? He fucking started sucking dick on the streets for money to buy heroin. So yeah, drugs like that, meth and heroin, that shit'll turn you gay for sure. Because when you got no money, shit, those boys will do anything for that high. Anything. Trend may not turn you gay, but meth and heroin definitely will, boys. Definitely will. I believe you, Jew. I believe you. Damn, we got a good talk here. Retino says, thoughts on Lucas Tracy, MMA. He's a bodybuilder and has a cookbook. Thoughts on his physique, too. Shit, I don't know. Let's rate my physique versus his. Let's rate my physique versus his. Who got the better physique? I don't want to pop the top for you boys. That's a little ditty. But who got the better physique? Me or Lucas Tracy? Me or Lucas Tracy? What we thinking? Sound like you're talking from experience? Nah, Tuxedo. Only drug I ever did is like marijuana, pretty much. Hey, but I want to know, who got the better physique? Me or Lucas Tracy? You see them lats popping out. Shit, my armpits are sweating too in that jacket. They're sweating a lot. Look up his physique. Lucas Tracy? Damn, you boys. All right, let me look it up. 1 second, let me put the jacket back on. You guys see how much my pits are sweating though? That's crazy. I think it's the caffeine. Oh, Lucas Tracy on gear. Oh, Lucas a fake natty? No, I'm a real natty. I'm a real natty. Lucas definitely on roids. Yeah, we can't be fucking with him if he on roids. Well, you could be on roids, but I'm natty. You know what? I don't want to look up Lucas Tracy. That's kind of ditty. Definitely don't want to do that. You pretty stacked. Gee, I still spark you out cold though. Damn, Ricky. Okay. All right, Ricky. I don't know about that. Height and weight, Jay. 6 foot. Right now, like 192, 193. I just weighed myself a few hours ago. 6 foot, 192, 193. I was like 192.6 a few hours ago. Lucas claims his cookbook gets him right. More like the roids get him right, Rhett. More like the roids get him right. Roids are for the mentally weak. Ricky, straight up. Straight up. If you, let me put it like this. If you are, and sorry to anyone who's on gear and fits into this fucking thing that I'm going to point out. If you are, let me think about it. If you are younger than 35 years old and you're on gear, low-key mentally weak. Under 35, let me add one thing in. Under 35, not bodybuilding, like not an actual competitor, low-key mentally weak. The only excuse to be on roids if you're under 35 is if you actually compete. Other than that, you're doing a little bit too much. Find his physique. He says every morning he stuffs his mouth with big buckwheat pancakes. Eli says Lucas ain't on roids. America First saying I'm 200 pounds after Five Guys. Yeah. Probably right about there. Maybe like 198. Honestly, I think I got a better physique than him, though. Lucas Tracy. Hold up. I gotta pop it. I gotta pop it for you boys one time. I'm not gonna fucking strip down for you boys. I'm just gonna show you a video from like a couple weeks ago. Give me a second. We're supposed to be watching this video. Y'all think anyone jacked is on roids just shows you never hit the gym and watched your calorie intake before? I never seen Lucas Tracy, so I don't know. I was taking your boy's word for it. I'm gonna find it. Give me a second here. One second. Me or Lucas Tracy? Me or Lucas Tracy? Yeah, boys, you didn't know I was packing heat like that, huh? Me or Lucas Tracy? Me or Lucas Tracy? Shit, I'm packed. I'm stacked, boys. I'm stacked with that shit. I'm stacked with that shit. Shit, side chest? Side chest? Hey, cause you boys are, somebody said that Lucas Tracy bigger than me. And shit. I don't know about that. It ain't no filter. It's just the lights are fucking, the camera and the lights. But there's no filter. It's a straight video. Look, straight video. Look him up. Good shit, Perry. Shout out to all the boys. Shout out to all the boys. All right, let me look up Lucas Tracy on Instagram. I'm not pulling him up on the fucking stream. He not getting that clout from me. He already got enough clout. What, do I just type in like Lucas Tracy muscles? That's so fucking Diddy. You're kidding me. Bro, homie don't got shit on me. You boys are tripping. Homie actually don't got shit on me. His chest way smaller than me. He's just smaller than me in general. This is back. You boys just saw my back. This Lucas Tracy's back. That back is weak as hell, bro. Yeah, bro, I'm bigger than Lucas Tracy. Let him know. Let him know I'll sell him my cookbook if he wants it. 100% you follow clavicular. Shit, I've been on this tip since before I ever heard of clavicular. Those are old pictures. What do you mean? It's the first one that popped up. Let's see how old it is. Oh, it's from like 3 years ago. Yeah, you're right. But that's the last time he posted. Yeah, homie kind of a small dude. I'll put it like this. Lucas Tracy lean, but he not big. I'm a big guy. Like, I'm a big guy. I'm not going to keep glazing myself and glazing him. But I'm going to put it like that. Lucas Tracy, he lean. But, like, shit. You boys saw it. You boys saw it. You boys saw the stack. Okay? You boys saw the stack. You boys saw the stack on me. I got a bigger back than Joaquin. Let's put it like that. I got a bigger back than Joaquin. I can confidently say that. I already compared it. Brown guy here, Moggs clavicular. Facts, Ricky. Facts. Tell clavicular, get on my level. I told you, boys. I told you, boys. Me and Joaquin, we got the big backs. I thought he was more jacked, to be fair. Haven't seen his content in a while. No, he's a small guy. He's a small guy. It's okay. But I'm telling you, if you guys don't know by now, I'm going to stop glazing myself after this. But I'm telling you, boys, I'm really a big dude. I'm really a big dude. It hits different in person. Okay? It hits different in person. When I go to the gym, if I were to go to the gym right now, Ain't nobody bigger than me in there. Ain't nobody bigger than me in there. Overall, no. There might be a fatter dude than me in there that's bigger overall, but trust me, bro, he got too much body fat. Castro versus Lucas, book it. Shit, if he 5'7", he might be fucked. If Lucas 5'7", he might be fucked. But shout out to Lucas. Hey, buy my cookbook, boys. Buy my cookbook. I be showing you my struggle meals for free. I be showing you them for free. Castro on the EPO was hilarious. I'd rather have the big front elephant. He like 5'9". All right, 5'9", a little bit better. You def bigger. Shout out to Eli. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Hey, that's why we the top dogs over here. We the top dogs over here. It don't matter. It don't matter. We the top dogs over here. Meow boy, this is a Diddy convo. I know. I know. HT, you ain't got shit over Joey. LOL. Joey bigger than me because he fat. Brandon looking up other guys. That's so gay. No Diddy. Yes Diddy. No Diddy. Yes Diddy. Castro's on EPO. You boys are hilarious. All right, shout out, boys. Just how old are you, brown guy? 29. 29. But let's quit talking about this sus ass shit. All right, you're right. You're right. You're right. Hey, wait. Last thing I'm going to say. Come on, boys. I told you I do the 120s. I chest press the 120s. You got to know I'm a big guy. All right, that's so fucking Diddy, though. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. Whoever brought that up, goddamn you. We got JT just joining on the Diddy convo. Joanna didn't do anything. It's Jamal's fault. He's a non-birthing person, woman abuser. JT, you tripping, homie. If you dyed your hair blonde, you look like Kurt Katz. Another doppelganger. Low-key, I think MMA Joey is more jacked. Shit, the only person who got me, MMA Joey, Jew. That's the only person who got me, MMA Joey. All right. Diddy punch. Okay. Let's watch this video and then we'll be done with it. All right. We'll get on with our night after this video, boys.
I was there actually.
You know, I'm really a humble guy, but I just had to pop my shit one time. For the one time. For the one time. No, Perry punch is Diddy punch now. All right, all right. All right. Fair enough. I'm not going to hold you on that. That was a Diddy convo for sure.
Actually, for
all right, let's refocus. Let's refocus, recenter. We're going to learn about the hidden tunnels in New York, okay? We're refocused now, boys. We got to send Castro to Dagestan 2 to 3 years and forget. Should I be a straight killer? I'd be a straight killer. But me and Ased got to squash our beef first. Do you feel me? Then I can go train there.
a different video where I hung out with some Hasidic Jews
Doing
while
what?
I was filming.
Real estate?
Say that one more time.
Were you doing real estate with them or what? I mean, that's what they do.
That's hilarious.
Unreal.
And speaking of, I guess, pedophile rabbit holes and allegations, are you familiar with the New York tunnels, the Jewish tunnels in
my
the
so
synagogue?
Alessi, my head of content, who used to be the producer right here as well, he actually went and investigated that and went into the tunnels.
Did he get in?
Yeah.
He got in?
Yeah.
Any findings?
He actually was kind of disappointed.
Okay, so I went there. I was in New York when it all broke, and it was all sealed off. No one could enter. And the Hasidic Jews I spoke to were telling me, like, oh, it's nothing.
Yeah.
And then that kind of got memory hold, and no one ever talked about it again.
It was
And they
sketchy.
sealed it with cement.
I'm
They
unfamiliar.
filled the shit. The tunnels are gone, from my understanding.
Are they gone? That's interesting.
From my understanding, well, you remember the beginning of this too, though, right? Was the guy who said he heard, I think, people speaking Yiddish beneath his house?
That was one of the best tweets of all
Isn't that
time.
crazy?
He sends a tweet out like 8 months before, and he goes,
Yeah.
guys, I'm not a racist. Please just hear me out. I swear to God, there are Jews below my basement. People are like, you racist piece of shit,
Sure.
whatever. And then it comes out and he retweets
Yeah,
and
he
they're
was
like,
onto something.
I'm sorry.
And they said it was for something innocuous. I mean, I don't know what you would need the tunnels for, but what does it say? A group of yeshiva students
I wonder if we
attempted
could
to
get
protect I'm pretty sure they filled it up though, and it's no longer whatever hole was there is inaccessible.
Can you pull up Deef? Can you pull up Alessi's channel and type in Alessi Alaman?
Props to that guy if he was in there. That's crazy work.
Brooklyn tunnels. He's not going to answer right now, but I would love it because he actually like went in them. I think.
And his name is Alessi.
Yeah.
He's Jewish. He's from New York.
No.
Oh, he's
no Alessi Alaman. He's a Cuban.
Oh, he's a Cuban.
He's Cuban, Norwegian, black, Chinese.
Wow.
And one other thing's in there.
Okay,
I
so he's
forget
not
what
like a
it
Hasidic
is.
Jew who's like, hey guys, there's nothing here. Okay,
No,
okay, that gives him more credit.
No, he's like a,
Yeah,
he's like a big God guy, like a Jesus guy.
Got
Like,
it. Okay,
"Yay,
got it.
Jesus."
So he was concerned.
Hey guys, if you have
He's drinking Joanna's juice. Fidel Castro, Jacob the Jew. Who's Castro? Jacob, what you drinking? Oh, coconut water. Coconut water. And I drank a bang earlier too. It's not the size of the dog in the fight, it's the size of the fight in the dog. And best believe this dog got a big fight in him. Best believe this dog got a big fight in him. I would love nothing more. This is the night Diddy Punch was born. This was the night. If anybody fucking types it in the chat later on, this is the night that it originated from. People gonna start using that like they call me Brandon. Brandon drinking baby oil. Jacob, any famous relatives? Rhett, you know, I do have one famous relative actually. I do. My uncle's like a famous musician in Hawaii. His name is Weldon Keikowoha. If you can fucking spell that last name. But yeah, I have one famous relative. His name's Weldon. Famous musician from Hawaii. He like famous in Asia too. But like in Hawaii, if you go walk around at the malls in Hawaii, like, you know, the music that plays or whatever on the loudspeaker, his songs play on that shit. Like if you walk in a grocery store, my uncle's songs play in there. What is Perry Punch? Is he Mexican? Shit, I'm too big to be Mexican, homie. That's what I was thinking today. A lot of people who think I'm Mexican, that's fine. It's all good. I'm not even tripping over it. But I'm too big to be Mexican. Mexicans aren't really 6 foot. You feel me? Like Mexicans can't even really play football. They're kind of undersized. So I'm not Mexican. I'm Hawaiian, Chinese, Portuguese, German, and Guamanian. That's going to be the question I have to answer the most. I swear to God, I've answered that like 10 times already. See, Pete Fidel Castro, you look like someone I would fuck with in college. LOL. Shit, we could have been homies, brother. We could have been homies. We homies now, though. See, Pete. Tuxedo, your relative? Yeah, my relative. He's like my mom's cousin. You know, like my mom's cousin. Benavides is... Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. Benavides is kind of big, too. You're right, America First. That's an exception for sure. But I don't think Benavides... Is he 6 foot? I don't even think so. David Benavides height. Oh, shit, he's 6'2". Damn, yeah, he a big Mexican. He probably the biggest Mexican, to be honest with you. The haircut got everyone confused, Castro. Shit, it looks... Because I got the Brandon Moreno haircut. The Henry Cejudo haircut. Well, it depends. Mexican isn't really a race. What is it, St. Finehas? Now 6'4" Mexican, you got a point. True, most Mexicans are short. Cali boys, but I'm in Sacramento. Shout out to C. Pete. Shout out Otto Linevol. What up, Otto Linevol? No, there's no Samoans that look Samoan. Or, sorry, no, there's no Mexicans that look Samoan and they are big. Yeah, I got you. Shout out to Jacob's black dad. Yeah, that's where I get my size from my dad. I get my size from my dad. There's definitely some 6 foot Mexicans, LMAO, just not as common. Yeah, it's very uncommon. So my bad on that one. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. You boys feel me. Because there is white Mexicans, but Then there is brown Mexicans. Okay. Like Ryan Garcia? Ryan Garcia, or a white Mexican. You know, somebody asked me one time in the chat, they're like, are you a light-skinned Mexican? I'm like, shit, nah. I'm not at all. Have you taken a DNA test, brother? Saxby, I haven't. I have not. Maybe I should. I've been told I should take a fucking DNA test because whenever I tell people what I am, a lot of people be like, nah, bro, you're like Filipino. You're like this. You're like that. You should take a DNA test. I bet you would come back Filipino. So, yeah. Dominic Reyes is tall. Okay, yes, but I will say this. They're not really as shredded. Can you guys think of a tall and shredded Mexican? Like, Mexicans don't really got abs too much, right? Think about Dominic Reyes. Think about David Benavidez. They don't really got abs. The genetic lottery for Mexicans isn't the best. And I'm not even hating. But obviously, right? Like Pacific Islanders, they're known to be bigger. Look at Ponahele Soriano. Right? That's kind of like me. Max Holloway. Otherwise, the Mexican is weak and feminine. Oh my gosh, Tuxedo. If a Mexican has enough white man in him, he can grow big and strong. True, Tuxedo. So you gotta be white Mexican. I'm German. My grandparents speak German. Yeah, St. Fine has. My grandma was like 100%. My grandma's a white lady. My mom's mom is a full-on white lady. Full-on white lady. Well, that's if they're in weightlifting, they would have abs. No though, no. Like, think about it. There's that one famous-ass bodybuilder, that Mexican dude. He like an Instagram famous guy. I don't know his name though. But he like short and shit. Jew, yeah, Mexicans have shit abs. I have a 4-pack on a great day. All right, Jew. All right, you got me then. You got me, Jew. And shout out to all my Mexicans out there. Dog the Bounty Hunter, have you taken a... I already answered that, Saxby. Sensei sees the junkyard dog. Woof. All right. Okay, let's watch this. I'm just curious to see about these tunnels. But keep the questions coming if you boys got them.
Haven't already subscribed.
I'll read them
Please
eventually.
Go all the way down.
Interesting.
Huge help. Thank you.
Yeah, do we got it? It was an old one. Go all the way down.
Interesting.
It was one of the first ones he did where he goes... Oh, it should be like... You just passed it. Go down.
Yeah, Jew, I would say abs are mostly genetic, bro. Abs are mostly genetic. That's a sucky thing about abs. It's mostly genetic. America First. I'm half Irish, but speak and write Spanish more than Irish. I blame McNuggets for that. Fine has, yeah, I'm one of the only real German Americans. I'm 3rd generation. Shit. Shout out to you, Saint Fine has. What am I then? I guess I'm 3rd generation, no? My grandma full German. Then you got my mom, then you got me. Probably not, though.
It should be right in there. Is that the one with the tunnel? See him talking to the...
No, it's asking who they're voting for.
Damn. Yeah, he did one, and he went... He didn't answer. I tried to FaceTime him, but...
Sure.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's unusual,
the
right?
Whole thing was unusual.
The nature of how they presented the information of why it existed in the first place, the speed at which it was filled.
Yeah.
I was there, actually, for a different video where I hung out with some Hasidic Jews.
Doing
while
what?
I was filming.
Real estate?
Say that one more time.
Were you doing real estate with them or what? I mean, that's what they do.
That's hilarious. I don't know what it was. I think I was just hanging out inside one of their big synagogues, just vibing with them, asking them questions. And I was walking on the street, just chilling, talking to my guy. He's like a cultural guide, like a guy who you'd hire to learn about the Hasidic Jews for the day. I'm like, hey, man, we want to do this video. Can you tell us about what it means to be a Hasidic Jew? And then we went to Dearborn. So we juxtaposed the two locations. This is during the beginning of, I guess, American rhetoric surrounding Gaza and Israel. And I was like,
what a juxtaposition.
So we had both of them, Dearborn and Williamsburg?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. In the same video. And I'm walking on the street. By the way, these guys gifted me one of the hats.
Oh, the big black ones.
I have one. Yeah, he gifted me
baller.
one.
Yeah, they're kind of baller.
They're crazy hats.
Yeah.
It's like a super premium hat. I was like, whoa, not a
yarmulke.
kippa, not a kippa.
Right? No,
A
you're
true
talking about
top
like
hat.
the block, like yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
He gifted me one of those hats. One of the entrepreneurs who sells these hats. But I was walking on the street with my guide. A guy comes up to me. He says he's the public relations officer of the synagogue, and he's just checking in to ask me what I'm doing with the camera. They got like secret police out there. This guy ran up to me. He's like, "What are you doing with the camera? What's the narrative?" You know, I'll give him benefit of the doubt. He's like, "Oh, you know, there's, of course, you can imagine what he said. Just take a guess."
A lot of anti-Semitism.
Bingo! Yep, that exact term he said. You know, there's a lot of anti-Semitism lately. Just making sure what you're doing. I'm like, well, thanks for checking in, man. But I'm an American. We're doing some documentary work here. I'm gonna walk around and do whatever I want. But you know, thanks.
Right.
I show up the next day to the synagogue again with my guy. The guy runs out of the synagogue and he finds me again. The same guy is making sure the optics look good. And I was that I did not like. That I did not like. I did not like the nature of the influence he tried to have over my what I believe to be fair and unbiased coverage of whatever we were talking about. Also pedophiles. Bohemian Grove. So I snuck into Bohemian Grove, obviously long after Alex Jones. I ran in there. I just ran in there, tried to get as much footage as
While
possible.
they were having dinner and shit in front of the owl?
Not during the actual celebration itself. I just wanted to get as much coverage of the property. Shined my flashlight, got chased by a dude, and a little chihuahua chased me out of there.
A chihuahua?
A chihuahua. I thought it was a pit bull or something. It was a cute little chihuahua.
Did you like hit it? Or?
Just chased me down, and I jumped over the fence and dipped out of there.
What the fuck is a chihuahua gonna do to you?
I don't know. So I went to this. This is kind of an interesting point too. I'm trying to tie it into the idea of if we know of a place that's supposed to be notorious or infamous for all these evil acts, my question is if a guy like me can run in there with the camera, run out without getting sued, without getting shot, without disappearing, it begs the question of, just like Area 51, if we know about it, we know all these secrets exist, if it's all a psyop, and if we're being misdirected, a red herring, you know, we're focusing our attention on the wrong things. And by the time we know about it, it's all long and gone, just like Epstein's Island, and it's no longer relevant to the conversation.
That's a very valid
Interesting,
question.
right?
It's a very valid question.
So we're talking about stuff 30 years too late almost.
Yeah.
The damage is done. The children's lives have been ruined. In the case of Epstein's Island, for example. The politicians have already been compromised. And let's say Trump is involved in some meaningful way that we should absolutely be aware of.
Yeah.
That would be good to know if he's compromised by Mossad intelligence.
It would
right?
be very good to know.
It'd be
that.
good information.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be good to know in 2016 as well, right? That would be very pertinent information for a voter.
Of course.
In 2016.
Of course. The world that I know, let me back that up for a second. The world that has best been painted to me in the broadest of way, that has really changed in like my view in doing my job and talking with some different people, including people that came from the espionage parts of government or people from the high level military, whatever, is that our entire existence, not America, everybody around the world, is just an on-the-ground casualty of underground little fucking fights and disagreements that espionage organizations have. And that is, I'm not saying I know that like, oh, that's definitely how the world's run. But if I had to bet, most of it, rather than it just being one bad guy, right? Like, Klaus Schwab or the WEF or something. These clearly scumbag elitist organizations. What's the other one? The Bilderberg Group. Like, they all exist. They all do
the fact
awful.
we know their names, though, leads me to believe there's 30 more we don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They all do awful shit. No doubt about it.
Soros.
But, like, they're all probably like some useful idiot in some ways, maybe themselves, above the ground from people that are like, well, if I do this, I'm going to save 5 million American lives and only 2 million people will die. So that's a win. Like, that's how they think.
Sure.
And so when you look at like the worst things, which is like using sex trafficking for espionage, which unfortunately a lot
to save the planet.
Yeah,
That's
a
their
lot
justification.
of,
Sure.
Guess what? We've done it too, in all likelihood, which makes me sick. It's like somewhere in some room, probably not even smoky filled in the modern day where they don't fucking rip bogues in the office. They went, all right, if we do this, how many lives do we save? All right, it's good trade. Let's do it.
Sure.
That's wild.
And if you view each and every life as one-to-one in this egalitarian, human worldview that we're all equal, then that's a great trade-off, right? That's how they view the world.
That's
probably.
how they view the world.
Fuck up some lives to save the many or whatever.
Yep. Thank you guys for watching the episode.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. Let me read some of the chats. I'm gonna scroll up, so I'm not reading from the bottom. Just relax. Oh, by the way, I did see Tuxedo said something like, what did Tuxedo say? I want to just read it out. Tuxedo, where was it? I pretty much remember what you said, but now I forgot it again. Tuxedo said something interesting. I'm just trying to scroll. Damn, I missed it. Oh, well, here's another dono from Tuxedo, so I'll read this one instead. Thank you for the $2 dono, homie, Tuxedo. They serve an off-world, low-vibrational entity. Definitely low vibrational, homie. Definitely low vibrational. I'm always saying interesting shit, I know. And one of the things you said piqued my interest, but now I can't fucking find it. Oh, here it is. It was the dono I didn't read. My bad. That's why I had to read it. It was about BlackRock. That's why I was fucking interested. Tuxedo says, thank you again for the $2 dono, Tuxedo. Look into BlackRock planter Shabad Lubavitch. Okay. I mean, I'm familiar with BlackRock, Tuxedo. Do you want to spoil it for me? What I'm going to find if I look that up? That they own everything in the world pretty much? Because that's kind of what I heard, like, on a really surface level basis. And then, what's his name? C. Pete was asking, did you go to CSULB? Yes, sir. That's where I graduated from. Cal State Long Beach. Shout out to Cal State Long Beach. It's a good school. It's aight. I actually hated college, though, and low-key, I feel like I should have never done it. Because I never looked for a job after college for my major. I just created my own shit. You feel me? So, degree or no, I mean, I have a journalism degree, but shit, you know what I'm saying? I could have done all this without it too. That's why low-key I feel like I should have maybe like dropped out sooner, but I graduated. It was a goal of mine to graduate from college. Not many people in my family have. Actually, like only my brother has on my mom's side. But my dad got 3 kids. None of them graduated. My dad didn't graduate. My mom didn't graduate. So it was definitely a goal to graduate from college. That's the only reason why I stuck it through. Otherwise, it was just some bullshit. But America First didn't do no DNA test. They collect all your info, believe it or not. That's how the elite track. Oh, don't do no DNA test. They collect all your info. That's how the elite track. That's how the elite track genealogy. Look at Meghan Markle, a budget actor, suddenly became royalty she comes from. Oh, interesting. Royal lineage. Okay, America First. Shit, I'm not gonna do 23andMe then. I'm gonna leave it alone. I already know what I am anyway. My brother like studies that shit. So like, if we would have been something else, my brother would have told me by now. Because he like super tapped in on like my family's history. And then I saw another comment. Oh, if your grandma is born in Germany, you would be second generation. St. Feinhas. St. Feinhas, I think my grandma's parents were born in Germany. So I guess that makes me third. Louis, it's a big square Kabbalah wizard hat. It looks crazy. Miata Boy said Jacob's got one of those hats, the brown hat. I don't, but shit, someone send it to me. I need to get a P.O. box. You boys are gonna send me all kinds of fucking Jewish shit. Why do I think I'm gonna get a bunch of yarmulkes if I give you guys my P.O. box? Miata Boy gonna send me a new yarmulke every fucking day. Tuxedo Pews. Our Jedophiles. Okay, all right, Tuxedo. I see what you did there. I see what you did there, Tuxedo. Pews are Jedophiles. All right. Says Tuxedo. It's a big black box you wear on your head. It's the rarest of the hats. Shout out to those fucking hats, bro. Should I pull it up? What do you think of these little twisties? Jews kind of have their own form of dreads, huh? I noticed that Jews have these little twisties coming out of their hats, too. You see what I'm talking about here? Maybe I can find a better photo. Here it is. Look, Jews kind of have dreads. Look at this. This is their style. And this is the hat you boys are talking about. What a fucking photo, huh? What a photo. Look at those dreads they got. They both get like 2 locks. You guys fuck with that style? 2 locks? Trump doesn't need to be blackmailed to serve them. He does so willingly. Louis. You already know, Louis. It's crazy, isn't it? That guy is a op and not for the people. I wonder who Saxby's talking about. Probably Trump. St. Finance says he also has a small amount of Czech, although my Czech great-grandma died when I was born. Hey, rest in peace to your Czech grandma, homie. I'm sure she's resting peacefully. Markle has royal blood. That guy married his black distant cousin. Tuxedo, they own all the relevant things. They would need to always get the outcomes they want. I got you, Tuxedo. I got you. I've heard about that. I've heard about that. I have heard about that. Tuxedo know what he's talking about? Yeah, he does. AD Kid F no. We don't like the locks, huh? Eli, thank you for the $2 dono, Eli. Much appreciated, homie. Off-world, low-vibe entity. Yeah, it's called the devil. Straight up, homie. Straight the fuck up. We don't fuck with that low vibrational shit. We got high vibrations over here. High vibrations only. Yeah, you would be 3rd generation for your German side then. Yeah, there we go. Pews are weird. Shout out St. Finehas. I didn't say it. St. Finehas did. America First Jacob, you hear what they're saying about Charlie? He got unalived because he was going to get a divorce and that he was zesty? That's why he got fucking unalived? Because he was going to get a divorce and he was zesty? That ain't no reason to kill a man. What the fuck's going on with that, America First? Is that a smokescreen? AD Kid said F no. All right, let me pull something up for you guys though real quick. One second. All right, I'm sure you boys would want to see this. Especially because Miata Boy always shouts out my black dad. All right. You boys want to see what I mean when I say my dad's really dark? Hopefully this works out. Look how dark my dad is. I don't know if we look alike, but that's how dark my dad is. He pretty dark, no? If you boys missed it before, I already said when I was younger, I asked my dad if he was black. I didn't know. I thought my dad was black. But he confirmed it. He said, "No, I'm not black." But there we go, Miata Boy. In case you were wondering, I ain't never capping. All right, I'm a funny guy, but shit, I ain't never capping when I say shit. Someone drop it in the chat. How dark is my dad? I want to know. I want to know from the people, how dark is my dad? Saint Fine has says, what is your dad? You said Hawaiian. No, my dad's from Guam. He's Guamanian. He's Guamanian. From Guam. Shout out to Trevin Jones. One of the only Guamanian fighters to ever fight in the UFC. I've already said that before, but shit, I'm saying it again. Your dad is like a 5 out of 10 dark. Damn, really? Well, when I was younger, I thought he was like a 7 out of 10 dark. My dad like Filipino dark. But I think he's even darker than some Filipinos. Oh, Dylan's back. What up, Dylan? Dylan, I just flashed a pic of my dad. If you want to rewind it real quick, you can see how dark he is. Anyone else have any opinions on how dark my dad is, though? I would be curious to know. Am I tripping saying he looked black when I was a kid? I swear to God I asked him that shit. I swear to God I did. What we got, boys? What we got? St. Finance, yeah, 6 out of 10. He probably has some Spanish, though. Eli says too dark. Okay, Eli, so you're saying my dad's pretty dark, then? I got you. Yeah, just so you boys know me, now you saw my dad. You guys saw my mom. I put her on stream. So now you boys know my origins. Now you boys know my origins. I've shown you my fucking parents, boys. No, it's just a joke. I got you, Eli. I got you. Guam, that was a Spanish colony, right? It got overthrown. It got like overtaken by Spanish. That's why, see, this is like your boy's favorite topic, low-key. But low-key, I enjoy it too. That's why my last name's Castro. Saint Fine has. Does that make sense to you now? I'm sure it does, right? That's why I got a Mexican last name. Because the Spanish came and colonized Guam or something like that. So, that explains my Mexican last name, Castro. Now it all makes sense to you boys. HT, native dark, native Mexican, native Timores, native Thai. HT, I have no clue what you're talking about. Yeah, you have some Spanish then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. My fucking dad's side of the family, they claim they're 100% Guamanian. They claim they're 100%. CP, people siding with Joanna low-key shows how dumb some of the MMA fan base is. Shout out to CP. So your dad is a Latin. I mean, no. He's from Guam. My family tells me they're 100% Guamanian on that side, so, no. And that would be like, because the same thing happened to the Philippines. That's why the Filipinos have Mexican last names. That's why black people have fucking American last names, like Jones. You feel me? So, like, no, I don't think it, like, that doesn't mean black people are white because they got white last names. That doesn't mean that Filipinos are Spanish because they have Spanish last names. So I don't think that means that Guamanians are Spanish because we have Spanish last names. You boys feel me on that? I don't think so, St. Fine has. I don't think so. But maybe. Maybe. I guess that's why I need to do a 23andMe. But America First told me not to because they finna steal all my info. And I don't want that. So I'm not going to do it. But I'm just explaining to you guys too. It's the same thing as a black person with a white last name. It's the same thing as a Filipino with a Mexican last name. It's just because they were colonized. Saxby, sounds like you're trying to convince us you don't have a small hat. I definitely don't got a small hat. I definitely don't. Shout out to Saxby. Oh, Dylan says, your dad's dark, but I feel like your real dad was the mailman after seeing how light you came out. All right, Dylan. All right. All right. I got you. I got you. How dare you? But I got you. The mailman is crazy, Dylan. The DNA company's already collected enough info to track everybody. Okay. All right, St. Fine has. All right. Yeah, but one of my so I got like a brother too, cuz my dad, he married a white lady first. Before my dad married my mom, he married a white lady. All white lady. And so I got 3 siblings from that side. 2 brothers, 1 sister. My brother and sister are like just as light skinned as me. Well, I'm probably a little bit darker than them. But my brother, bro, I got 1 brother from my dad. He just as dark as my fucking dad. He just as dark as my dad. So out of 4 kids, my dad got 1 dark one. Only 1. I missed it, LOL. Is your dad black? Shit, he not black, but I asked him when I was younger, CP. I told the boys a while ago, when I was younger, I asked my dad if he was black. And the boys keep trolling me about it, so I pulled out the pic. Just to confirm I wasn't lying. He not black. My dad's not black. He's from Guam. From a Pacific island, so he's just dark-skinned. But when I was like fucking 6 years old, I was like, Dad, are you black? Because I didn't fucking know. I was just wondering what I am. But he's like, nah. Why would you ask that? I remember that shit till this day. He goes, nah, why would you ask that? I was like, shit, I don't know. I got a white dad and 3 half brothers with a Mexican mom. And the same dad, they look nothing like me. LOL. Yeah. I feel you, CP. I got a similar family. I got 3 half siblings. Actually 4. My mom had a kid before she married my dad and had me. So I got like a half brother on my mom's side, and then I got 3 half siblings on my dad's side. And then fun fact too, my mom I had a stepdad at one point in time after my parents got divorced, and he had 3 kids too. So I grew up with like fucking 7 siblings. I grew up with 7 siblings. Jacob's pops was pulling the white chicks. Yeah, facts. My dad likes the white chicks. But with my mom, I think he liked my mom because she like white Asian. You feel me? My mom like a white Asian. A white Asian Hawaiian lady. So my dad started going more for the Asian. Shout out to all the Asian baddies out there. Shout out to all the Asian baddies. I got 8 half siblings. Damn, okay. You definitely outdid me. I got 4 half siblings, 3 step siblings. So when I talk about my sister, whose husband is from Modesto, that's my stepsister. You boys feel me? Shout out to Jew. That's who I was talking to about that earlier. My next oldest brother is 38 and I'm 23. LMAO. So that's the same as me. That's the same as me, CP. I'm young as fuck, bro. All my siblings were grown. Full grown. Full grown pretty much. The smallest gap between me and my next sibling that are blood related is my mom's side. We are like 11 years apart. That's the smallest gap. My sister was like 20 something when I was born. Actually, you guys want to know something crazy? This how much of an age gap. On my dad's side, I got a niece who's older than me. I'm going to say that again. On my dad's side, I got a niece who's older than me. Like when my mom was pregnant with me, my dad's son was also, his girl was pregnant with my dad's first grandkid. So my dad, get this, my dad became a grandpa before I was born. You boys got me? My dad was a fucking grandpa before I was born. My dad became a grandpa, then 3 months later I was fucking born. If you know, you know. Seems like CP knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, I feel that heavy. Bro, haha, yeah, you got me, CP. That's my story. Jacob has 6 siblings. Damn, kid. That's a gang. LOL. Yeah, bro. I had a lot of siblings. Actually, 7. 7 AD. 4 half siblings. 3 step. Jacob's fam be wilding out. Yo, shit. My family be wildin', AD. My family wildin'. people, my teachers, when I used to explain it to my teachers, they used to call in my mom and be like, hey, like, I don't think he gets it. Like, I don't think he knows what he's talking about. And my mom was like, yeah, no, he's got that. Like, he's got it down. Like, that's exactly how it is. But my teachers would never understand when I would explain my family tree and shit. They're like, Jacob's tripping. I'm like, nah, I'm not tripping. My mom knows. My mom, get this, dude. Last fun fact I'm going to give you guys. My mom is like, I don't know, 10 years older than my sister. Something like that. Yeah, my mom's 10 years older than my sister. Something like that. CP, I ended up getting adopted because my real parents were wild, so I got 4 adopted siblings and 8 half. Damn, CP. Shout out to you, homie. Shout out to you. I hope your family life is good, homie. It's very important. America First said, Brandy, your black dad was making children as a teenager. Yeah, facts. No, my dad had his first kid when he was like 17 or 18. Yeah, it's facts. My dad had his first kid when he was like 17 or 18. And my dad was like 40 when he had me. That makes sense to you, boys? It makes perfect sense. My dad was like 40 something when he had me. That's wild lore. Yeah, it is wild lore. Shout out to the white chicks my dad was pulling, though. I know black. Izzy Waldo Cortez Acosta. CP. How can the little circle cap guys claim that land? Motherfuckers all have European last names. Literally, some have no melanin in their skin. Motherfuckers coming from anywhere but the actual Middle East. Shout out AD. I'm not sure the context. I think I missed it. Dylan says, I remember hearing people online complain about their step-parent being the same age as them after their biological parents divorced. Yeah, my mom and my sister, they didn't get along too well. I'm going to keep it a buck with you guys. My mom and my sister didn't get along too well. I think they were too close in age. Not really bad, but, you know, low-key. Like I said, I think my mom and my sister are like 10 to 12 years apart. St. Finance, my grandparents didn't believe in race mixing, but that was kind of normal. Yeah, I got you. I think a lot of Asian families still don't like to race mix too much. Shit, Asians be fucking mixed breeding with whites though, like crazy. America First, I don't believe in wearing a Jimmy hat, just saying. Me neither. Me neither. Hey, shout out to the Jimmy hats. Shout out to the Jimmy hats. Alright, boys, but you know, that'll probably be the stream. We did a nice little fucking random, non-MMA related Q&A type thing to end it. So hope you boys enjoyed it. Getting to know my fucking background a little bit more. Anyway, live streaming again tomorrow. You boys already know the deal. Joaquin Buckley interview in the works. We just got to lock in a date. But like I told you guys to start the stream, Joaquin Buckley is down to do the interview. Okay, I will keep you guys updated. Have a good night, brother. You too, CP. Have a good one, homie. Thanks for tapping in. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for always tuning in. See you boys tomorrow.